saying, hello, YouTube. Always good seeing you, YouTube. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, we'll definitely be setting aside the blueprints for a few days and moving into our chess weekend. I know for a while there we were trying different weekend games, but somehow, chess reappears for a second, reappears for a second weekend in a row, and I'm pretty excited. Are you looking forward to it? Is chess a good thing or a bad thing on the stream? For you personally. For me, grade A. But for you, do you enjoy it? If so, a 1. If no, a 2. Either way, I'd love to know, because I don't want to alienate everyone with my attempts to get better. I feel like I'm at the arithmetic level of chess right now. You know, just barely adding together 1 and 1 and hoping for 2. And Jim's a 1 at least. Jim, I appreciate that very much. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm enjoying it though. I hope that some of you are either learning along with me, or you're having the opportunity to, see what it is to see through a baby's eyes once more. Much like people enjoy first-time playthroughs of Dark Souls and other games that are hard and they know intimately, with chess, it's the same kind of thing. Maybe I should change the stream title over to something involving blind playthrough of chess, possibly. Whichever way, some quick hellos, a couple quick stories, Redactyl, and let's get into the chess. It's a weekend, so I want to get to the gaming a little bit earlier indeed. Whitebrow, hello my friend, it's good seeing you first in today. Hello Putzaru, hello Unnamed Comet. How are we going today, Tarek? Hello today, George. Hello Marks, Steve. Happy weekend, Steve. Bluffing through. Welcome. Jelena Jolie. It's always a jolly moment to have you here. Hello again, Jim. Hello Rogue Systems. Hello Shepard. Hello one and all. Those of you out there in viewer land, lovely seeing you. And Eka, welcome. Welcome, Eka. Thanks for being here. Hello weekend indeed, Andy Max. Anyone have any plans for the weekend, or is it going to be just relaxing, playing some video games? My wife and I are planning to go to the all-day breakfast, all-day international breakfast restaurant. We'll be having Turkish food this month. This month they're doing Turkish food. Last month was food from Finland. The month before that was, I don't recall what, but once a month, this place in Tokyo works with the local embassy to learn how to make some representative breakfast of the place they're repping this month. That month, and so this year it's Turkey. This month it's Turkey. So if we go, I think we're gonna go. I'm not certain though. We will definitely take some photos for you and show you what's what. Honestly, I know very little about Turkish food. I know about labna. I know about the argument over who made hummus. I know about yogurt, but past I know very, very, very little. And so, I don't know. Sounds amazing. Yeah, thank you for that. I think that it's something I'm looking forward to in a big, big way. And, yeah. If not that, my wife very much wants to go to a Texas restaurant and bar. I linked it over in the Discord. I can link it here also in case you didn't see the Discord. LittleTexas.jp is it's a weird place, because you look at the images, you look at the stuff hanging on the wall, all the outsized American flags and Texas presentations, and they have dessert that's the shape of the state of Texas, and you say, man, this must be ironic. This must be someone having a little bit of a joke with Texas. But no, the man who runs it is a Japanese man who apparently spent some years in Texas, working as an accountant or something, and fell in love with the place. And then when it was time to go home, work posting was over. He had no particular reason to stay. He couldn't stay, and so he came back to Japan and created his own Texas. And so he does speak English with a slight Texan accent, and my friends who have gone there have said, yep, just be ready to hear about how great the US is, and hear about how happy he is to have Americans visiting, and it's 100% sincerely meant, 100% earnest, and I'm not sure I'm ready for that level of earnestness about Texas, but I've never been there except once, so now it's going. Is it camp or kitsch? Yeah, I mean, in this case, I think he would say it's neither. I think he would probably indicate it really is sincere love. Now from outside we could say it's kitschy, but I think for him, like, it is the meaning of his life is Texas. I don't know, right? Kitsch is the external judgment, right, as opposed to his own judgment. I think the outside versus inside. We look at these things and say, look, they're kitschy. Definitely they're kitschy. I think he looks at it and says, no, it's definitely the case that he is taking it artistically, possibly. I don't know. I don't know. Mark's not just said hi to you. I think I did, but in case not, welcome again. Jelena, you're currently listening to the stream while lying on the beach. Really? I think you may be the first viewer to ever tell me that. We've definitely had people who have said, Rizordi, I'm listening to you while walking around Disney World. And then 20 minutes later, another viewer said, hey, I'm at Disney also. Do you want to meet up? Which is insanity. And so they did actually meet up. They took pictures together. And it's a weird, amazing moment of Rizordi Kismet, we'll call it. I don't know if Kismet implies romance or if it's only destiny. I mean, destiny, I suppose. But yeah, on the beach sounds absolutely wonderful. Nams and I are hoping to get a couple of outdoor activities, including visiting the beach before before the weather gets too darn hot. We're at the point right now where it's a nice in-between, cool, a little breezy, but or not cool, coolish, warmish, not sure which one, and not terribly over the top, windy, but a little windy. As we get into summer, both those will increase quite a bit, and so, yeah, hoping to get to the beach, hoping to, go to an outdoor baseball game, a couple other things like that. Eka asked the question, when will I play chess against viewers? I mean, if a viewer were to say to me, hey, Rizordi, I'm completely new to the game, and were to say, Rizordi, I'm willing to turn off your stream while we play, then I would at least think about playing against someone from stream. But my sense, those of you who have followed me over on chess.com, chess.org, chess.whatever it is, it strikes me that there is I don't know, there's a real feeling of I'm just going to lose, and that will be embarrassing. So I think it's probably better for me to play against people of similar level to me, as matched by the ELO system and so on. But thank you much indeed for your willingness and desire to, to want to play with me, we'll call it. That seems really, really nice indeed. Really, really nice indeed. So let's see how it goes. Yesterday, I gotta say, after hanging out with you all, I did almost nothing. This is the weekend in which we, work our way back into normality after the grading sprint this past week. And so, last night I read some books, not academic books. I organized some Magic cards and some baseball cards. I just worked on tidying up things that have fallen into disrepair over the course of the past few weeks, and I think for me this period is the spring cleaning period, both cleaning up my streaming room, for example, but then also cleaning up my mental space. I think this is very necessary for me as a period where it's like a sprint, I guess is how the engineers and programmers talk about it, a hard sprint to get something done. And then, we're back to normalcy. So hopefully over the next couple weeks, you'll notice the stress level goes down a little bit. And you also notice that the production value goes up. Current plan is tomorrow at some point, I will look into the closed captioning system for the channel. I intend to have it rolled out either Monday or Tuesday, depending how things go. After that, I'm going to start working on recording a CK3 video that has been in the pre-recording phase for a very, very long time. After that, I should start working on figuring out the YouTube playthrough I'm going to do for RimWorld. Many of you contributed to the charity stream last year in order to have a 5-episode RimWorld series and see what happens, and I'm excited to see how that one goes. But yeah, as the time becomes available, as we have space to work on, this is sort of the primary job for a while. I'm going to be excited to see what comes of it. So yeah, thank you for being along for the ride as always. Jim yesterday suggested having a accountability post over on the Discord to make sure I'm doing a little bit each day towards my goals. I might be okay with that once I get off the, what's the phrase? The runway. Once I start taking off a little bit and show myself that I'm starting to get things done, then I might be comfortable showing you all also. I remember reading some research at some point that the feeling of satisfaction that one gets from telling other people that you will do something may be of actually greater satisfaction than actually accomplishing the thing. I think I read about this in the context of people who are wanting to run long distances, right? I'm training for a marathon. Telling people you're doing this might actually feel better than actually accomplishing the marathon. Now, I didn't see anything that compared the telling that you're going to versus the telling that you've done it. I don't know. I don't know enough about how motivation works or intentionality works or anything else. It's a tool used in coaching. Oh, is that true, Jim? Is that true? So because you're building up the goodness, it might start the positive feelings and go in the right direction, and then they'll end up accomplishing what they want to accomplish, and it'll feel fine, but not as good as saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I love coming here and telling you all about my plans. Unfortunately, because we see each other every day, it then leads to you checking in on my plans, which, fair, good, that's right and reasonable, but at the same time, you know. I'm wearing the Wrexham shirt, of course, Wrexham shirt today, because we do have a match tonight. There are 2 matches left in the season. It's certainly the case that if Wrexham win tonight and a couple other things go our way, Wrexham will definitely get promoted. So apparently for tonight's match, the co-owners, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, will be in attendance over in Wales to join the celebration if it happens. Unfortunately, the team we're playing against is one that's done very, very well recently. They've been surging along, I think 5 consecutive wins, going from lower playoffs to challenging for the automatics, sort of. They'll probably end up in the playoffs. And so tonight's match is no guarantee of a win, but, and also, unfortunate at a ridiculous time, I believe in my neck of the world, it's on at 1:05 maybe in the morning, tomorrow morning, which I don't want to say is the worst possible time, but man, it feels like it's a pretty bad one, because it's late enough that I don't want to stay up that late without going to sleep. Like, if I were staying up till 1 o'clock, fine, whatever. But staying up to 1 o'clock and then 2 more hours of something I really enjoy feels very silly. But if I go to sleep for it and then wake up as my morning, 1, when do I go to sleep? And then 2, do I go back to sleep afterwards at, 3:30 a.m.? Like I said, I really enjoy the 9 p.m.s, the 9 p.m.s or something, the 11 p.m. is fine. Is 1 a.m. late? For Shepard, for me it is. Because I'm going to get up at 5:30 most days person, the latest I can sleep in is maybe 7, and that's if all the windows are closed. But also on the weekends especially, I don't want to sleep all day, because Noms is home, right? And Sunday usually is the carve-out day, right? Sunday is the day when we say, we're not going to work hard, we're going to have some fun time together. It is Resorty and Noms time. That's so important for us. Sleeping through Sunday morning is not great for us, unfortunately, so that's how it goes. Is this a shot for the championship? Yeah, Heischel, this is a shot for the championship. The second tier of British football, or English football, rather, and not British English football. And man, it's a ton of money, of course. Like the amount of money one gets off of television sponsorship or television rights on top of the sponsorship jumps so much getting into the championship. Now, it's nothing compared to getting into the Premier League. Goodness gracious, those people are, I don't know, sweating money in every moment. But also, if we get the promotion, the most exciting thing is it'll be the first ever back-to-back-to-back promotion in all of football history in England. And then also, it would just be a cool thing to get promoted, of course, to see better football next year. With it, of course, it's very hard to stay up. There are lots of people both in the championship and also in the Premier League who bounce off, right? They go up, and the deep desire is just stay up. Right, just stay up, and you've accomplished something huge. So get to 20th position or 19th position, or wherever it is in your league. And man, a lot of teams fail. They go up champions and return immediately defeated heroes. And so we'll see what comes of it. The big issue, of course, is we do not have a team that's ready to play in the championship week in and week out. We probably have 6 players, 5 players maybe, that are championship quality, and that's like mid-championship table. And then we have 2 young players who could be Premier League someday. And so if they're very serious about staying up, they probably need to go ahead and trade away and then bring in some new players over the course of the summer. And the hard thing always is saying goodbye to the heroes, right? The people who get you up there Do you dance with the girl you brought? To use the idiom, and unfortunately, the answer with competitive football is no, you don't. And this is one problem I had when playing the Football Manager game. I fall in love with my characters. I say, wow, that particular player has managed to, have 7 assists this year. That's a number of assists. Oh, we gotta keep them with us come what may until they choose to retire. Or I think of my football team as some family business. Little Johnny, maybe a little bit past the sell-by date, doesn't work as hard as he used to, but that's fine. Little Johnny stays with us because he's family. And again, this is like the sentimentality side of things as opposed to the business side of things. And I struggle with that quite a bit. So if I go to bed at 8 p.m., sleep for 5 hours, sleep another 4 after the match. So Eka, I definitely agree with that. That probably is the right way to do this. It makes me sad to go to bed at a different time than my wife. Like, it's fine. It's what we do regularly. It's not a big deal. But on the weekends especially, we tend to match up a little bit more. But yeah, if I'm going to bed to 8 p.m., I'm definitely do that alone. And that's fine. So I'll probably do that tonight and then prioritize my Wrexham over my beloved wife. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Those of you who come in recently, it's good seeing you. Hello, hello. Klaus says your Liverpool Football Club will probably win the league this weekend too. How is it cheering for the Yankees? That's not quite true, but again, everyone who's here now, I do appreciate it. Truly, no real stories today. I read some interesting news this morning about this and that we could share, but it doesn't feel like a good use of our time together. So let's go ahead and do the word of the day. Let's go to the word of the day and discuss what's going on. Also, man, so some of you know, we have a couple of sponsorships coming up pretty soon. Oh, also, some of you know, Blue Prince is still on in the background there. Because we're in the middle of a day. We discovered some really, really cool stuff, but it's things that we could not resolve at the end of the stream. So Blue Prince returns on Monday, certainly. But man, oh man, okay. So I believe the CK3 DLC actually comes out on American Tuesday, and so it needs to go to Wednesday instead. So we're planning to do chess today, and then Blue Prince on Monday and Tuesday my time. And then, okay, we discussed this a while back. My friends, and that is the Heroes of... It was actually Price Stellaris is actually like here instead. We discussed the Heroes of History game, and I was offered a fair amount of money to stream 1 hour of this game. I played it yesterday, and I can almost guarantee the commentary we're going to get throughout it is, Resorty, this is a mobile game. Now, they have ported it to a browser, but it does like a mobile game. And then also, while it is not pay to win, it is a pay to speed up game. So if you want to research some particular thing, it's going to take, it's going to take yourself roundabout an hour sometimes. But if you spend 20 cents, you can get it done right now, or this kind of thing. And we discussed this, right? We discussed this back when we decided as a community to take these 3 little sponsorships. And we went back and forth on whether we should do this, if it's a good idea or no. And we ultimately decided that yes, it was an okay thing, as long as I was pretty straight with you all about what was happening and why it was happening. The issue, of course, is during these 3 streams, I cannot talk about any of that. And if there's too much in chat, Resorty said he's only doing this for the money, that wouldn't be great. So I don't feel regret now that these are coming up. I just think it might be a slightly uncomfortable 3 hours of streaming. But I'll post a little more on Discord, just so you know. We discussed this probably a month ago about whether we should take this particular sponsorship. It's not Raid, Heroes, Legends, Shadow, whatever it is. But it's a game that, isn't so far away from that. So we'll see what happens. But You're sure you'll behave? I mean, I think it's okay if there's some trolliness around LOL, get that bag, LOL, sell out, fine, whatever. If it's of the form, Resorty told us this is not a game he wants to stream, we're suffering through an hour. So I don't mind if you say I'm doing it for the money, just not that I said that I'm doing it for the money. Which I'm not saying to be deceptive, but we'll see. Probably should have never said that. Anyway, it's coming up. I expect it'll be a weird stream day. You'll get some Stellaris though. You'll get some CK3 though, and all the rest. And then we have one other sponsored stream coming up of an auto battler game. You stream time between the 3rd and the 7th. Well. That means the 4th and the 8th. And I can't. Oh man, this is gonna be a sponsored stream heavy week. Team, I hope you're ready for a week of games you wouldn't have seen otherwise. Oh man. Oh boy. Absolute sellout week. I wish these things were not in the same week, but there they are. Friends, the word of the day is travail. Word of the day is travail. Do you know the word of the day already? If so, good job you. It's nice I'm getting these opportunities. I mean, this is true. It's really cool that the community is put me in a place where people would like to advertise to you all. At the same time, though, I just feel a little bit... it's a new moment in the history of our stream, so we'll see how it goes. What it means! Travail is a formal word, usually used in the plural, travails, that refers to a difficult experience or situation. This book describes the political travails of the governor during her first year in office. Did you know? Fascinating. Travail traces back to trepalium, a late Latin word for an instrument of torture. We don't know exactly what trepalium looked like, but the word's history gives us an idea. Trepalium comes from the Latin adjective trepalis, which means having 3 stakes, from tri meaning 3 and palis meaning stake. Incidentally, if you have children around, I need about 15 seconds of pause time. My trivia team name is based on a Latin phrase. The phrase is trivia. The word trivia means ideas shared at an intersection. Trivia is literally tri-wea, 3 roads, or 3 ways. And so my team name for trivia is Here for the Trivia, except I title instead Here for the 3-way. And so far, no one outside of my group has ever gotten the joke, and they always look at me very, very strangely. Aku, happy birthday! Aku, happy birthday to you, my friend. You know what, Aku? Today you're gonna be a VIP. Woo, Aku VIP! Happy birthday, Aku. You got a little star by your name now. And I'm not exactly sure if I can make it a different indicator, but you're the special boy of the day, a special gal of the day, a special person of the day. I apologize for assuming gender there. It's not cool with me at all. But yay you. Hopefully you have a lovely birthday celebration. Doing whatever it is you're doing out there in viewerland. I don't know. Take a moment and say happy birthday to yourself on behalf of Resorty. There we go. Thank you very, very much indeed. Alright, trepalium eventually led to the... Oh! Do you all know the word for the fingers go here, finger quotes, the treatment for mental disorders? The way in which this was treated successfully back in the earlier times? I'm not going to describe how it works, but isn't the word trepanation? Trepalium? Trepalium? Trepanation? I wonder if these are related. Fascinating. A trepalium eventually led to the Anglo-French verb travailler, meaning to torment, but also more mildly, to trouble and to journey. The Anglo-French noun travail was borrowed into English, along with another descendant of travailler, to travel. I agree with this etymology more than I could possibly say, because yes, travel is a difficulty. Anytime that I'm thinking of a travel as a travail, I'm going to go not just down the street to the convenience store, but instead go down the street to, I don't know, the United States, the 13 or to 16 hour plane ride, horror show. Anyone who enjoys flying on an airplane as part of a very long commercial flight, I do not understand you. We're very different people. The first time, it was amazing to be on an airplane. Wow, I'm flying. Even today, I say, oh, I love looking at the clouds, love looking at the sun, love looking at all of it. And then, my goodness, it is a very, very strange move to just sitting there, in part because I can't sleep. I cannot sleep on airplanes, so I just sit there dead-eyed, just staring at the little line of how far across the ocean we are. All right, friends, here is another line. My use of air quotes for treatment reminds you of something you'd ask your more out there friends. I mean, you can ask anything you want to, as long as it's not like terribly vulgar. I may not respond, but yeah, I mean, this is a free speech zone, man. We don't fully believe that. But yeah, trepanation, as I remember, is a driving of what is basically an ice pick into the brain through the orbital socket, I believe. And man, yeah, the thought was that by poking in there, you would destroy the badness. It kind of feels like it comes from an earlier view of non-standard sciences, we'll call it, alternative sciences. That you have to let the evil spirits out, right? You make a hole and the evil spirits get out of you, something like that. What do you call alternative medicine that works? I mean, the standard answer is alternative medicine that works is called science, right? Or called medicine. It's been through a scientific process. But sure, I mean, I take pretty seriously like the epistemological anarchism of Feyerabend, which says, why should we say medicine or science is the special category, right? Why can't we instead say that, traditional medicine is what we call things that work, and so contemporary medicine is a form of traditional medicine because it's descended through various people. And, of course, Feyerabend is the one who delightfully, we can never decide if he's serious with these things, delightfully argues that we should not bias our children. We'd be very, very careful to let our children make their own decisions as they grow up. This is a version of the argument that some people say that you should not push your kid in a certain political direction. You should not demand that they join a church until they're old enough to understand what that means. Fair. So he says, in order to not bias them in the same way, along with normal science class, we should also have a class in witchcraft. We should also have a class in, traditional Chinese medicine. We should have a class in all of these things. And then once the children are old enough to understand the world, then they get to make the epistemological move of what direction to go. And I find this a fascinating argument. Now, one of the standard responses, of course, is there's only so much time in a day. And so if we believe it's important that students have, base familiarity in the, various special sciences, physics and biology and so on, that we can't consume time with witchcraft and so on. But it's a fascinating argument that I think, again, develops out of that sense that autonomy is what matters. And so biasing children into anything with the voice of the teacher, the voice of the authority, the voice of the pastor, the voice of the politician is to, refuse them to, or refuse the ability to accept their autonomy. Now, the question then becomes, okay, on what grounds would people who are not taught these things make their decisions? He has a long book about this one called Against Method. It's absolutely fascinating. It sounds dumb. You can't respond to very, very intelligent, very, very well-read, influential, thoughtful books that have thousands of people responding to it with, that's dumb. It's not dumb. It can be wrong, but it's not dumb. Also, I love Feyerabend so unbelievably much. He's dead now, of course, but what he really wanted to be was an opera singer. He wanted to be an opera singer so badly. He had trained for it, etc., and then went on to get a PhD under Karl Popper in philosophy of science. And what he would then do is work as a professor and write books until he had enough money saved to quit for a while and try to be an opera singer. When that failed, inevitably, he would then go back and teach again and write books until he could try to be an opera singer again. And he went back and forth between these two perspectives, and yeah, I find that like a really important kind of commentary on attempt to have like a work-life balance, attempt to figure these things out. You explain why it's dumb. So while I agree that you gave reasons, I think the word dumb has no place in argument. Unless you're using it to like synonymous with not be able to speak or something, and that's like just a rule of epistemological humility for me. I think that obviously he has responses to the basic objections, and he's asking us to like think radically. So I think I think that the word dumb is like an ad hominem in some way, and it's also like I think profoundly misunderstanding where these people are coming from, right? So we could say like what? Heraclitus claims that nothing stands still forever. I'm standing still. That's dumb. Parmenides claims there is no real change at all. And, I don't know. Everything's changing. I'm getting older. That's dumb, etc. I don't know. My view is that we should engage arguments on their own terms as much as possible, and even if we disagree on the terms, the use of like stupidity. There's a really interesting argument on moral stupidity, and I don't know if I agree with this. Yeah. So kind of flawed rational moral reasoning when individuals fail to apply moral considerations in self-awareness lack. So you're unable to be in a good position to make this kind of judgment. You need to know more factors in order to reason well. Now, is there epistemological stupidity? Possibly. Does someone with a PhD in philosophy of science who has been well regarded and argued against emphatically have that kind of epistemological stupidity? I don't think so. Anyway, that's a big topic for another day. It is not a topic for chess day. I want to play chess, gosh darn it. All right, rearrange the letters to form a word, often used in the plural. It refers to a situation of perplexity or distress. Now, unfortunately, I immediately saw stare, and ever since then I've had trouble finding it back out. I see like artist also. The word artist actually is there, isn't it? A-R-T-I-S. The word artist is there. This is bothering me. I have no idea. Do you know this one? I don't know if you know. I've used very, very big words. I'm sorry. Once I flip into a certain way of thinking about the world, like which is professor form, I then immediately dump into like I must explain this in a very detailed way. It's not a good way of going. Straits, dire straits. Thank you. Dire straits all the way is the correct word here. So strait could be a narrow body of water, or in the same way, it's hard to navigate through one of those. You're in dire or difficult straits. You might hit the wall repeatedly while going through. Awful. Akisha Man says, you've heard the term strong manning. Yeah. So one of the common fallacies is called straw manning. Which says you take a person's argument in the way that makes it look as stupid as possible. Let's see. That's a good version of this one. It's not terribly controversial today. Okay, so the United Nations often will send people to help those in situations of disaster, right? So some country has a terrible disaster, can't help it themselves, and they send people in to give food, to build buildings and so on, so people aren't like living on the streets, etc. Now one could say, if you suggest the UN should go in and help people, you actually mean the UN should take over the world. Now this is a version of slippery slope argument, but anyone who says, I think it's good that the UN is helping people who are having disasters are not then also arguing for like a one world government of absolute authoritarian control. And so strongmanning is saying, what you're really saying is, where strongmanning instead says, okay, what would it be for this argument to be true? Where is the person starting? How can I take them at the most like legitimate possible form of what they might be saying? What's the positive implication of their views? And then you can still disagree, but it's a way that doesn't lead the other person to say, no, you misunderstand me, right? It leads the other person not to say, ooh, that's actually not what I said at all. And so I like the idea of strongmanning very much. Now, I don't like how it's said, because unfortunately, unless I speak very slowly, strongmanning and strawmanning sound way too similar. But yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of literature on so-called epistemological humility. What should we assume that we know when we're approaching other people's ideas? I've mentioned previously that back in grad school, we had a world-class Spinozist, Baruch Spinoza. Lots of books that are very well regarded, that are argued with emphatically, that people think is wrong, but wrong in interesting ways, etc. Also think it's right. And we had a grad student who came in his very first semester, and announced, "Everything about Spinoza is wrong, obviously," in the class taught by this major Spinozist. Now, he might be right. he might be right. But it strikes me that if you're approaching a figure of such importance and such a continuous returning to, even if the person is really, really wrong, you aren't, as a brand new graduate student, going to find the weakness in your first week there. And to claim you are, I think is a kind of epistemological arrogance. And so, there are a number of thinkers who have tried to come up with certain rules for how best to approach the world and how best to approach arguments that lead to a kind of thoughtful engagement, as opposed to, I think, what's called the hot take. And possibly, I'm not saying you're doing this at all. I've moved beyond your comments. But yeah, I think, our era today rewards the hot take, reward the takedown, that often just leads to disconnection, where both sides end up super siloed, super separated, and unable to think or argue or discuss or work together at all. And you can see it in the US, of course, but also around the world, and it's sad. I mean, I had a friend in grad school named Jay. I've mentioned Jay a number of times, and Jay's general view about any argument was this: let us define all of the important words first, right? If I say the word freedom, I mean being able to do anything I want. And if you say freedom and you mean is not currently a slave, and then we argue about freedom, it's gonna go nowhere. So let's start by saying, okay, what does freedom mean? Now again, this is a very, very slow way of approaching thinking. It doesn't admit of bingo bango gotcha. Instead, it does what William James says: the best philosophy is carried out slowly and between friends. Friends here not meaning close intimates, but friends, people who are being friendly with other person's ideas. And I think that is such an important thing, and I've gone on too long about it. Golly gosh, it's chess day. I want to be using my weakened mental state at the end of the semester to play some chess. Friends, what is the Redactyl today? Let's get the Redactyl done and then go play some games. Can't wait for it. We're in slow mode now. Put any word you want to into the chat room, YouTube or Twitch otherwise, and I'll type it in and we'll discover what blank blank is right here. Behold, blank blank, so much blank. Here we go. The word genus, no genies today. The word ancient, none of those today. How about philosophy? Philosophy, none of those. The word great, 4 of those. The word chess, none of those. I think the cat might be stuck in the room with me. Pardon me just a second while I go look at that. Oh, it's you! You were moving so unbelievably slowly that I thought it was the kitty cat. Hi, sweetie. Oh, no. How's it going, Knobs?
Meow.
Yeah, you're very good at Fritz voices. So we're in the Redactyl right now, which is a time in which I have the room in slow mode, so they can talk only once every 30 seconds.
Please don't waste any of your guesses on me.
Well, too late. So, I need, unfortunately, a keyboard to do this part of the show. So, would you like me to pause this and we'll pull...
No.
No, okay. It's good seeing you, sweetie. Are you planning to go somewhere today, or...?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Back to it. Genre is a word with 1. Type is 0. Possible, I agree. Period, there are 4. System, there's 5. Mongolia! Is today the day? Today is the day of Mongolia. 0, unfortunately. I really believed. Food, none. He, 5. Noms, none unfortunately. Boo, none at all. We then have plants, no plants. Meow, none of those. We can't use because. Can we use because? No, because it's prepositional. Can't use that. Series, there are 2 of those. Modern, there's 11 of those. Book, 3 of those. Math and matics, none of those. Century, always a good guess. There's 16 centuries somewhere in here. The word units, there's no units. The word religion, none of those. Roman, none of those. Science, 1 of those. What is the topic today? Is it sport? No sport at all. How about Japan? It's not Japan. Is it an island? None of those. Play, but 2. How about Christianity? I'm actually do Christian. That should include Christianity. It does not is case. You want the chrysanthemum throne? Absolutely. No chrysanthemums for us today, unfortunately. How about spreads? 1 of those. Hey, Lynx, what's up? Good. Good, there are 12 goods. Period. There's 4 of those. Latin. We have 1. He. I think I did he. Yeah, I did he before. We don't have a he today. Art. There are none. So the word ancient has been typed in with no N twice. So I'm going to do ACIENT because it's been put in twice. There's none of those either. Style. None of those. How about country? 2. Korea. None. Measure. 1. Trade. None. We're almost to 50 guesses with no great direction. Good is the best word so far, I believe. Culture, 1 of those. America, no America. Asia, 2. Game, none. Now, 7. If we get to 50 guesses without opening up much, I'll go ahead and scroll a little bit and see what we got. Ideology, none of those. Animal, but 1. Era, but none. Is it dessert? It's always dessert. No dessert. Is it Africa? Is it India? Both no. Oceans, not a 1. Europe, none. I think we did science before. We did. Is it a donkey? No donkeys here. Is it philosophy? I think we did philosophy before. We did indeed. World, 2 worlds. Water, 2 of those. Man, it's water world. Australia, none. List, there are 7s. Okay. So Marx has saved us from our ignorance. The word lists is in the first paragraph. Blank in lists of blank by blank blank of etc. We have a start. Russia, none of those. Water, we did before, I'm sorry. Country, nope. East, nope. Sea, nope. Genus, I believe I did before. I did. Punctuation, none of those. Periodic, like the table, I love it. Periodic, oh, that's too many. None of those. China, 43 Chinese, well done. Code to theory. It's coming together. Decimal, no decimals. Is it cake? No cake, no dessert. Primal, none of those. How about some currency? No. How about a language word? Is it language? It's 75 languages. Good job, team. Republic, 5 of those. Is it Taiwan? That's not how it's spelled. Taiwan. There are 10 Taiwans. Architecture, we have none of those. Is it discipline? No disciplines. South, 3 of those. Is it opium? That's terrible, but no. Architecture. Must have that before. Forgot that. I did 4 words again, forgot. How about official? Hey, Treehorn, how's it going? 22 official. Good job. Is it Canton? It is not Canton. Is it Mandarin? 155 Mandarins. Is it Cantonese? 8 of those. Is it phoneme? 1 of those. Is it Chinese? As Nam said a moment ago, there you go. Absolutely right. My friend's Mandarin Chinese. Good job. We did have the word China a very long time ago. China was guess number... we can't look at it anymore. Yeah, China happened back at 66. But China only gives you Chinas also, or Chinas, plural. As in like East and West Chinas, I guess. But yeah, that was a hard one. Yeah, the word language. I need to put it all outside of slow mode, sorry. I'm fairly sure we did the word language, but was it fairly late? I think often language is an early guess for us. Yeah, modern, century, whatever, anything over 10. Good, nothing, China 43, language 75. So China language is what really helped here, and then narrowing down to it being the official language of Mandarin. Well done, team. Well done, team. Good job.
Smart on the person who guessed Canton.
Yeah.
Then Cantonese would have come up too.
It would not. So they only throw the
What?
S. They only throw the S on. They give plurals that are regular, but not irregular plurals, and they do not modify the word in any ways other than some conjugations. Like good gives you well also, and great and so on. But no,
The
unfortunately,
game is dumb.
the game's not dumb. The game helps.
Huh.
Let me move the microphone slightly for Noms' visit. Okay, sweetie, if I'd come over a little bit more and say hi, that'd be nice. And then we'll go ahead and play a little game called chess. Noms are playing chess this weekend.
That's nice.
What do you mean that's nice?
What's wrong with saying that's nice?
That is nice. It's true.
Wow.
That is nice.
Wow. Ooh.
Resorty, there's talk in Japan about someone big in China predicting a huge earthquake in Japan in early July. People say a lot of things. We've not heard this, but...
There's always like a prediction of a big earthquake.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a threat of a giant Tokyo earthquake for decades now.
Yeah.
The big one is coming. This is part of why we're encouraged to keep various kinds of supplies in our homes so we don't become dependent on others. We can survive for, I believe, 3 days before the government rolls out their big let's save everyone program. But yeah, I mean, I'll look into it. That said, I think that we are people who do not live in fear of earthquakes. Like, I think, at least for me, if I imagine the big one coming, I immediately think like, okay, is Nom safe? Is Fritz safe? Am I safe? But past that, like, we don't own this house. That might be part of it also. Now, I don't speak Japanese, hardly at all. And so I would struggle with, like, encouraging my neighbors and doing the things one should do in these moments. But I trust enough that, like, there's a spirit of cooperation here. Like, there have been disasters. We've seen pictures of major disasters out west in is it Ebi? Not Ebi, it's Shrimp. There's some prefecture in the far west of Japan that had a major earthquake recently, and it all fell down. And people, like, did what Japanese people do. They stood in very polite lines. They took care of each other. They stood together in solidarity. And then now, as it's becoming better, they return to normal lives. And so my suspicion is, even though I don't fit in very well, I am a neighbor. And so as long as I stand in the line, I'll be treated as well as anybody else.
The Rose Man will protect you.
That's true. I do have one friend in the neighborhood. Actually, I think I have two friends. I have a friend who's the Rose Man. He's probably in his 60s or 70s. He's retired, definitely.
He's Japanese. He could be nice.
It's true. He is Japanese, so he could be 112 years old. I would not know. But he and I have a little bit of conversation. And then there's a woman who lives kitty corner to us, and we take out the trash in the morning about the same time on Monday mornings. And so, yeah, I think that the three of us will get by just fine. With the Rose Man protecting the CO2 delivery guy. If the CO2 delivery guy is there, we are definitely going to be in a rough shape. He'll be the first to cannibalize my form. It was a disaster. If you don't know the CO2 delivery man story, I made a Japanese man very, very angry with me. And though he was in a customer service role, he did not even say goodbye to me as he stormed off. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. So many meetings in China last week were a buzz about it. Interesting. I mean, it's a major tea reading prophet? Oh, slivers. I thought it was some collection of scientists. Now, not to reject my earlier curiosity-inducing embrace of epistemological anarchism, but I don't know. Nums, when you hear that, how do you respond to it? You hear like some major prophet or seer said we're all gonna die over here. Like, do you get anything off of it?
No.
Yeah. For me, it's a complete like, I hope it doesn't happen.
That's nice.
But it'd be like I'm saying, tomorrow the UFO people will come. I don't have a particular reason for it. I don't directly believe in things like tea reading and so on. I think it means a lot to some people, and they've probably gotten things right at times, but gosh, my suspicions have also gotten things wrong a lot of times. So it was just crazy, though. Yeah, I mean, if you believe in certain kinds of prognostication, whether through direct inspiration from the divine, whether through reading the signs and symbols, that's meaningful for you, and you have a better life because of it, okay. But no, for me, I thought you meant like scientists looked at the plates or something. So we'll see. Like,
I mean, scientists do look at the plates and say that too, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the tea reading of science is perhaps a little bit stronger when it comes to these things. But yeah, they get it wrong also, and that's how it goes. But it's the best tool we got, allegedly.
I think tarot has very, very pretty pictures.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think tarot has beautiful art, so many different kinds of art. In the same way, I really like looking at chessboards that have different kinds of chess characters.
Is that the next obsession?
No, You're
gonna start collecting chessboards or whittling chessboards?
I will not be getting any special chessboard right now. Hey, Nom says pretty pictures. And in chat, pretty pictures says hello. Pretty pictures. You must be tarot cards according to Knobs. Yeah, it's the same thing. Like as I open my various cards, which I might be doing tomorrow or tonight, we'll see. Probably while watching the football match, I'll stay awake by looking at some cards that are coming.
You need some more dopamine to go with your dopamine?
I need to combine my two favorite things, yeah. I just love looking at the pictures. I love seeing the little fantasy art pictures in my hands. Like, wow, look at that tree over there. Oh man, the headed dragon. And yeah, I know that's not what Magic the Gathering cards are about, or even baseball cards. Like, look at that person diving. That's amazing. I don't know. Pretty pictures are fun. That's my story. All right, Noms. I got myself a little bit of probably like 15 minutes left, and I got to play my game, maybe 10 minutes or so. So, anything else you'd like to discuss, Noms, today? Nope.
No.
I guess I have one question for you. I know that you continue working throughout the summer. You'll be taking some time off next week, though. So, two topics. Number one, how are you feeling here at the end of the semester about the semester?
Okay, I guess. It doesn't really feel like it's ended, to be honest.
Sure. Do you have any, change in affect as a response to that? Do you have any kind of, this is an important closing? 'Cause I think for a lot of faculty and students, the end of the semester is that's done.
I do a little bit, but there's actually a lot of, overhanging stuff that's still out there. I know there's a bunch of, plagiarism stuff that's still hanging out there. I know there's some complaints that are hanging out there, so...
Okay.
The semester never ends.
Yeah. And there'll be incompletes going into summer. Now, hopefully with fewer faculty and students around, you'll be able to get more stuff you want to get done. But also, I think it's the case that, unfortunately, due to email, people will still be showing up at your door in that way regularly. So, who knows? Grobzilla, good seeing you. Hope you're doing well. Glitch Maven, you have a final on Sunday and a little break for summer semester. Hey, Glitch, number one, good luck. I hope it goes well for you. Study hard, etc. And number two, enjoy your break. Anyone who's doing exams soon, anyone who's studying for something important or preparing for anything important in life, I wish you the very best of luck, sincerely. I hope it goes well, and you know you will, because you're a Resorty viewer. There's nothing Resorty viewers can't do if they put their mind to it. Maybe. Question number two, Noms. Question number two is, do you have anything you'd like to do as you take some days off this next week and the week after? It is Golden Week here. Unfortunately, this year, Golden Week is split by a weekend. And so Golden Week is, think about 2 days off, 1 day on, 3 days off, 1 day on, 2 days, something like that, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very strange week. Usually it is a literal week off, but... Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I would like to go hiking or running somewhere.
Yeah. I think we should take at least a day trip somewhere we don't usually go.
Yeah, that would probably be nice, because otherwise I'll be angry.
Why would you just be angry?
Because this is my one of 2 longer vacation periods during the year. And if I just spend it sitting at home, that will be sad.
Yeah, absolutely agree. It'd be very, very sad. So, yeah, we're not going to take a full vacation anywhere else, because we didn't really plan for it this year. We have to do a better job of planning ahead on these things. But there might be a stream or two that's missing because of my desire to spend time with Noms and help her not feel so quite bad about the world. Noms, your face is looking very, very close to the keyboard. Are you feeling bad?
I don't know. This feels comfortable at the moment.
Okay. It is leading to just the very top of your head being on stream, as if I have like a...
Oh, sorry.
It's alright. It's up to you. I'm always hyper aware of both like my audio and my video. I don't know if you notice these things or if it's something you don't care too much about.
Excuse me, that's my hat.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to give you a little head rub so you'd feel nice.
My hat.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Klaus, I do know Land Institute. I do not know West Jackson, unfortunately. Grubzilla, yeah, the match is tonight. No guarantees I'm going to stream tonight's match because it's like at 1:30 a.m. my time, which I said earlier is very, 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 very bad for me. So, I don't know. Beating head against keyboard is common. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much Noms wants to put her face on my keyboard. It's much cleaner than it was before. I cleaned it about a month and a half ago, but some of you clean your keyboards every single day or week, and I'm very impressed by you, but not for me.
I haven't cleaned under my keys, but I frequently wipe them down.
Yeah, it's a good idea to
Maybe
do so.
I should turn it upside down and shake it just a little bit, just in case.
You can only do that if while you're attempting to get everything out by turning upside down and moving about, you sing a little Taylor Swift song to yourself about shake, shake, a shake it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I cleaned it when you shamed me during the pack opening. That's true. I also did it during that time too. That's true. Pack opening, we cleaned things up as well. It's looking much more organized in here than previously, I think. Now, do you agree with that a little bit? If no, that's fine. All right, never mind.
Yeah, it's a little better.
A little better organized. Yesterday
I was thinking that maybe if I didn't have anything nice to say, I shouldn't say anything, but it's a little better. Yeah. Yeah, the AC controller is in the hole, and these are nice. Yeah, It's better.
And there's no longer a giant pile of things to be sorted on the far side.
Oh, yeah?
Instead, I have a box of baseball cards and a bag of baseball cards to give to my students. And, like, they're stacked up nicely.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah. That's really nice. That's right. I did a good job cleaning up. I'm a 41-year-old man seeking approval for the tidiness of my desk. I've returned to age 12. Well, that's how it goes. Beloved Noms, Jim says you need to make sure you have some nice bouldering going on. You talked about maybe going bouldering today. Are you planning to do that?
Yeah, I might go today if we can go iPad shopping this afternoon.
Yeah, sure. If you want to go iPad shopping this afternoon.
Otherwise, I have to get iPad shopping done now.
Team, it's time for a vote. Do you believe that Noms will buy an iPad today? If so, put a 1 in chat. If 2 means you're not believing it. Do you think Noms will buy an iPad today? Hope springs eternal. Except for Aku. Hope springs eternal.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No.
Are many places closed for Golden Week? Jim, places do close for Golden Week, but not
commerce.
Yeah, so some commerce does, like small businesses
always open for your money.
Yeah, but the major international brands like Apple do not believe in local celebrations, so that we'll be working. We'll see how it goes. Klaus says, I see your earlier message about today's date. Absolutely not. Is Noms big on early 2000 rom-coms? She might catch the reference. Klaus, what was it? If you want to repost your earlier message, Noms loves earlier era rom-coms. And I do wonder if there are ones these days she would like also, but not sure. It's April 25th in the US, so happy perfect date day to celebrate. 4/25. April 25.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Noms says she has not seen this one.
I have not seen it, Miss Congeniality.
Oh, Miss Congeniality. This weekend, do you want to watch Miss Congeniality together and like have a little?
No, I want to watch more Severance.
I was gonna say we should have a little like let's be cute and cuddle while watching a rom-com and thinking about our meet cutes.
I know it's National Penguin Day because my little calendar told me that.
That's great.
I have a little desk calendar by Liz Climo.
It's lovely. That said, I think Noms wants to watch more Severance. We're in the middle of season 2 now. We're gonna run out of Severance probably next Wednesday or so, and that's fine. As I said before, Severance so good. We watched Ted Lasso. We watched Ted Lasso when it came out.
We watched it when it came out originally.
I don't mean to be a hipster on that one, merely being descriptive. But love Ted Lasso so much. Apparently, a new season is being recorded in which Ted's going to go and coach women's football, women's soccer, which I think is like a fascinating move. But so much about what made the first season's work is the interplay between the characters. And so I wonder if introducing a whole new host of people who might work there or might not is going to raise some interesting questions.
I also think you would really like Slow Horses. I've only seen like part of one episode of Slow Horses, but I think you'd really like it, and it looks good.
Yeah, I look forward to watching Slow Horses. We try very hard to watch only one episode of a TV show a day as a nice little bonding experience, I guess. I worry about us not talking enough otherwise. But yeah, we'll get to all these shows eventually. Slow Horses is great. We'll see it. We'll see it.
But please remember that I talk during the show, and that's how we get our talking in too during TV watching time.
What kind of talking do you do during the show, Noms?
Why didn't you go down the other hallway?
Yeah, so one thing is Noms offers advice to the characters throughout the show. Noms also occasionally turns to me and says, "Why didn't they do this?" And I'll say, "Baby, it's my first time watching this show also. I do not know." And then also, Noms has a really, really, really big desire to figure out what's going to happen before it happens.
I don't try to. It just happens.
It just happens. I mean, you're very smart and very good. And Noms will announce to me, "Oh, it's going to be this way." And that might decrease the viewing experience a little bit for me. That's it. It's nice we can spend time together. It's nice we get to engage in joyful things together, but it is something. I'm very much a watcher of things by sitting quietly and looking forward. Now, occasionally a topic will come up that I want to pause and discuss. This feels different to me than like shouting over characters. But
maybe I should write myself little notes.
I love our differences.
And then I can show you the little notes at the end of the show.
That'd be great. But I love our differences so much. I think they make us fun together. Possibly. You hope she hits pause first? Nope.
It's just like two words or like a sentence. It's very short.
But okay, we don't have time for all of this. It's not a therapy stream. Jim is not a couples counselor, unfortunately. I think. So all I'll say on that one is, it seems to me the two sentences that you offer are often asking for a response, and that then leads to a very awkward part inside of me, where I have like two conflicting rules at play. Rule number one is we are quiet during shows because I don't want to miss the conversation they're having on there or what happens and distract Noms. The other is this strong desire to respond to the things you say so you feel heard and acknowledged and appreciated. And I don't know how to fit these two together. They appear to be pulling in absolutely opposite directions. So, Hello Spractal says, that's what subtitles are for. But then you're reading while talking. And while I can do this, like reading one thing and talking another thing, I can do this. It means I'm like giving half attention to each side. You're certifying couples counseling and Noms is very wrong. Sorry, Noms.
It doesn't say very wrong.
Oh, I added the very, I'm sorry. Noms is wrong. Sorry, Noms.
What am I wrong about? Talking during the movie?
I think so.
Okay.
I have never had someone who does couples counseling side with me. Hey, Jim says very now. There's that very, very... Alright, today Resorty wins. Woo! Sweetie. How about we get onto your bouldering so that we can get to the Apple Store? Do you want to meet down in Shibuya?
I'm gonna go the other way for bouldering.
Okay, so we come back here and clean up?
Yeah.
Cool, sounds good. I will see you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll see you a little later then.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I need to begin pivoting into actual chess time. So I want to say, here's how I go. Wait, Resorty's not a competition. Look here. I the reason I pay you a retainer is to sign with me. No, all I meant was, last conversation we had about is Noms correct something or I correct something. You all said it was acceptable to bring salt or other spices, including Tabasco sauce, into a communal buffet situation in which the caterers would see you do it. So, today I win! Big win, Resorty! All silliness.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for being here today.
Okay.
It was fun. Do you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
You can then wait for them to say goodbye back. That's right, Eka. I do pay some of the chatters to keep the chat room open and active. Good to do that all the way. One second. I didn't turn streamer mode off on or on Discord, so things are popping up right now. Echo, I appreciate the message. I'll look at it after stream, but right now I'd like to put my streamer mode back on so the messages don't come through all the way. There you go. Sweetie, I hope you have a really good day.
Thank you.
Awesome meeting with you.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
All right. Well, here's some viewers currently checking Discord. It's true. I apologize for having that awful noise happen. Usually I'm going to turn it off. All right, team. It's time. The day is here. The moment's here. We're going to play a little game called chess. And if you don't know how to play this game, don't you worry. You're not alone in that one. Oh, goodness. Oh, Echo's fine. No, it's my responsibility to make sure that the stream is kept under control and that the music, that the sounds don't come through. Usually I'm very good at that one. All right, let me get my special weekend music going. This is our always popular, always favorite 25 Nights for Nujabes. It'll be quietly in the background, hopefully, and I like it a lot. Just a little bit like casual music hanging out with us today. Should be good. I've been doing some chess puzzles off stream. Now, the trouble with chess puzzles for me is I often don't understand what the goal is, and so I end up making mistakes. Here, I'll give an example real quick. So, I'm close to checkmate. Music too loud, sorry. Got quite loud quite fast. I'm close to checkmate. Alright, I'm the black person. What ought I to do in this position to become a big winner? So, music is slightly too loud still. My apologies. I like this song so much, but it needs to be not overly loud. I do like it though, quite a bit. Where's the volume knob? Where's the volume knob? That seems a little better there. Okay, so, right. We're close to a checkmate. How do we resolve this thing? So the king is here. We need to mate the king. So if we move the rook, wait, I'm black, sorry. If we move the queen forward, the rook can knock out the queen and save from check. So we don't want that exactly. If this rook comes forward, it might help. So if you... the queen is unfortunately in a position where if she goes to the left and takes the pawn, she then is captured. If she goes here, 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 the queen eats her yum, yum, yum. If we take the rook, the queen eats her as well. So I need to protect the queen, I believe. So I think the correct move is actually to run away. Well, that's wrong. This wasn't the way forward. Give it another try. Very well. It closed the puzzle on me. I'll do that puzzle. Bring my puzzle back. All right, different puzzle. Return of the Dark Knight. So with this kind of thing, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing other than possibly winning. So something involving Dark Knight. It's called Return of the Dark Knight. So maybe our Black Knight needs to jump away somehow. All right. This seems too hard for little resorties. But the king is here. Checkmating is the goal. I don't have a queen, unfortunately. So currently, this knight is in danger of being consumed by the king. We can take the rook. Wrong! Wrong, you fool! Yeah. Unfortunately, with these puzzles, after a while, I push the hint button, which will tell me which way to go. I like that move, though. I like that move very, very much. Like, so much, actually. Huge fan of that move, but disallowed. So we can take this knight, but if we do that, it'll lead to, oh no, the pawn eats him. The bishop can move backwards, doesn't really help us. Okay, currently the queen is endangering this pawn, which say this rook, which say here. So is there a way to put pressure onto that queen? I put him here to block the queen's march. And so if the queen goes forward, a pawn could take it. Wrong again, you big old dum-dum. Don't worry, this negative self-talk is merely for the purposes of, humor. I feel I'm not too much of a big dum-dum, an appropriate level of dum-dummitude for today. That's what we got going. Alright. That move's in bad, but a better one. I mean, but it's good enough for me. I'm gonna take 3 more moves, and then we're gonna go on and do a chess puzzle that is playing out a human person. Okay, I have you. No. Return to the Dark Knight. I think you should go back somehow. But every back leads to the knight is then immediately consumed. Going forward, the knight's consumed also. The knight's just, in a bad way, we're going to lose that knight, unfortunately. So you can come up here. That helps us not even a little bit. You can go back here. That threatens the bishop, my own bishop. Good. Good. Who knows? Friends, welcome to Playing Online with Rzordi. I'll tell you directly, I'm not allowed to read chat during the game. So anything you want to get out right now, anything your heart has been desiring to express via your fingers, please go ahead and do so, because I will then fully lock in. We do 15-10s this game, because I need the time to talk, definitely. Good luck, have fun. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Very kind of you. Exactly, Jim. I also have no idea where to start on the big puzzles. There's too many things to look at. And I understand that something I should be doing if I want to get good on this thing is memorizing openings, right? I'm memorizing what the correct thing to do is from the beginning, but I don't fully understand it. Also, friends, we have been ranked. I'll show you this. I have been ranked. Where am I? Is me? Yeah. So I'm at 202. This match was horrible. This match was genuinely horrible. In 13 moves, I lost my queen and had, like, I don't know, a very bad time. So that was not great. And then this one, I played stupidly because I was so frustrated by this one. This person here, Ranjaneka, has a... They had a picture of a little Indian girl before. I wonder if that was actually their family member. I thought it might be the little Indian girl themselves. It was horrible. Do basic development make good moves? Thank you. Checks captures threats. Alright, seems good. My friends, we turn now to this. Forget opening, see possibilities. Bluffing, I agree. I think my only trouble is, in the very beginning, I don't understand what the word possibility means. But I have an idea of how we're going to start. I always want to start with just developing this knight, and I don't know why that is, but it seems fun to me to have, like, a knight out there. We'll see. Who do we find? Who shall be our friend / enemy of the day? Hans! A 3-4-2? A 3-4-2? No. Hello. Good luck and have fun. Cool. So knight goes forward. I probably shouldn't type on my own turn. This person's almost 100 ELO higher than I am. Outrageous. This is called the Reti opening. I assume that Reti is some sort of important person. The weird defense, they call it. So pawn on the outside. So that pawn could march forward one more. How do I think about that? I don't know. I think I'd like to get my queen out and moving at some points. I think controlling the midfield is most important. So, boop. Am I still in the Reti opening? Is that the correct move? Have I not gone off book yet? Oh, this is good. I like it a lot. So I'm currently just trying to pile pieces into the middle. So I can take that piece you just moved forward. It appears to be entirely free, but that's the king up there, it's not the queen. Hans? Hans, what are you doing, Hans? This seems totally free. Hans? What am I missing? He could move the queen. I need to just think about this. I want to protect this knight next. So moving forward a pawn would help. I want to take the pawn from the queen side. I haven't yet ever castled. I don't exactly know how to do it. Okay. So you are not threatening anything. I'm thinking about how to get my knight to threaten the king, but that's too early. So with you here, I don't immediately need to worry about protecting the knight, but I think doing it is still a good idea. And with that movement, it's not taking the knight's not in danger of taking it. I should have looked out for that. I was not thinking well about why is that there? I need to make sure I look at who's attacking the space where I move into it. Okay, the queen can come out now. Yeah, I never quite know how to get her out into a place that's useful. It has to be like 2 moves, like forward, then across, maybe. But developing bishop could be good next. Or finding a way to protect this square. Okay. My knight's being attacked by a pawn. This is not a good trade by any means. So I believe the correct thing to do is to retreat the knight, which may have been a mistake in not retreating them earlier, protecting out front instead of running away. So you can go to here or to here. I don't know if either one's more advantageous, except that this one is partially blocked by some pawns. So we would take like protection behind enemy law or behind defensive positions. If we were to advance instead, we could make the king move out. At this point, it doesn't help at all, though. And so, yeah, there are no useful forward positions. I'm going to retreat back here and then have my other knight move forward, and we'll yell Band of Brothers over and over and over again. Band of Brothers! We're together to the end, man! Don't you wait! Nice about this also is that the pawn is protecting it, but very far back. You know what? My knight here could have retreated here to this spot instead. That probably would have been better. Okay, if we take this pawn, the knight yums it. We don't want to do that. So, fine, no problems. In current positioning, if their pawn takes this pawn, there's no one protecting it. I can develop my queen to help with the middle. In this position, she's not being attacked. Now, if I do that, I assume that this pawn will then move forward, and we can safely take the pawn because it's not on a bishop diagonal. Maybe, not sure. So I'm hanging too far left so far. I guess I want to get this bishop out to protect this side. And then I think I'm going to try to do like the castling thing. No idea how useful it is, but castling thing could be fun. I just spilled my coffee all over my lips. Friends, I see that there's some red text in chat right now. I cannot read the chat. It's illegal, according to the rules of the site. So if you're trying to get me to do something or say something or like, happy birthday, here we go. Good seeing you all today also. Literally everyone's nice seeing you. Bishops and knights are of similar value. if I take the bishop, he takes the knight. We take the pawn, and we're up material. The rook becomes active, like more fully activated. If I don't take this trade... Oh, I'm in check, actually. I'm actually in check. That little plus means check, I think. So I think though I'm being attacked, check, and so on, simultaneously, this is actually a good trade for me. Possibly. Possibly. I think I like this trade regardless of being perhaps absolutely necessary. We'll see. He's probably going to take that. Fine. The queen is then here. That's not attacking. Fine. Now, we don't have to take this. So this is the kind of moment where I don't know what I'm doing, actually. I could move my bishop forward and develop that way. And in so doing, what will they do then? They could move this pawn forward too and attack this space, or defend that space. So I think this is a good move right now. Okay. You're now attacking the queen. The queen can refuse this. You are attacking this spot then. And so the queen going here protects this pawn. And there are no other issues. If we go here instead, we lose the rook. That's better, I think. What you gonna do, buddy? Knocking the bishops out feels bad. Feels bad, man. Gotta get the bishops out. Okay, so just think about it. They really want to attack my queen. Like, they're all about to attack my queen. So in this case, I could say knight takes queen, we take it via bishop, bishop active. I don't think that's a good trade. If we go to this spot, we put pressure on the knight, but it's protected by a pawn. If we go here, their queen comes out and gets her. If we go here, the rook gets her. We could just step backwards, but they're really working on getting pressure on my queen. Which I think is very smart on their side. Friends, an ad break is coming. I apologize. Should have run one before the game. I'll remember that next time. Terribly sorry. This is a fine position to be in, except that I can't actually take the knight. This is a fine position to be in. This is even finer. This is a rush in. The rook is under attack. Wait. Safe location for now. But doesn't allow me to do anything immediately. Moves their pawns forward. Disrupts castling, I guess. Or disengage. Their knight jumps forward, attack my bishop, can't get him out. That might happen anyway. Okay. Not sure if a good call, but a call made anyway. I gotta get some pawns forward. I gotta do something. So if that knight goes for... Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The knight is attacking the queen still. Yeah. Oh, man! Oh, I felt so clever. Okay. I was feeling like really, really strong as a player there for a little bit. That's fine. It's how it works. We're learning. So I believe this is the part where the correct move is actually to resign. Back to it. Okay. I almost rage grabbed that. That would be sacrificing my bishop to their knight. If we take here, we threaten their knight. Their queen comes forward. Can't believe I did that. Man. Sprackle, thank you for the resubscription. Womp womp is the correct phrase here. I'm so annoyed with myself right now. Like, I'm not even annoyed. I'm like angry with myself. This is a appropriate mistake given my level, but it does swing things so much. Okay. If I move this pawn forward one, it protects this space. Unfortunate. Okay, what am I thinking then? Well, by moving to there, I've actually blocked out my bishop. I need to get my rooks active, obviously. Blocking the bishop was probably a bad call, but I don't know. I mean, it's a loss. I believe it's rude of me to continue playing. I believe I'm now wasting the other person's time, but I just need to work on seeing things. So I know I could have had the queen step back. Maybe that was the correct move there. But yeah, really good work by Hans there to get me in a position where I thought I'd solved it, but I hadn't. Let's have a moment of meditation. People like you, Resorty. You treat people kindly, Resorty. Every day, your friends show up and hang out with you, even when you made an absolute fool of yourself and went from feeling profoundly confident to absolutely foolish in mere seconds. Sherman has to have a queen at this point. All right. Gosh, got to get that rook active. Pawn going forward. No one that he's attacking nothing right now. If pawn goes forward to here, knight jumps to here, threatens the king. If he threatens the king has to move. The king moving threatens the knight. This also threatens the king. Or not the king, so this threatens the knight in a way that even takes the pawn, I get to take out the rook. Okay. Never mind. The pawn in the middle here, I said for a second was free. I missed that, but no. I don't know. I don't know why I don't see this move on the knight particularly well. Like, I see these horizontal L's pretty easily, but the vertical ones pretty easily, but the horizontal ones are a little bit less than strong for me. I cannot believe I did that. Okay. There was not a pawn there, was there? No. This does threaten the king, though. I missed this move. I think I thought to myself, haha, this position's empty, and so this is like, let's be super aggressive knight guy. So if the king moves over 1, the knight can then go here. My poor rook. So my rook's going to die here if I move here. What's the strongest move to make? I never got my castling down. Hans is out of moves. I'm not sure what that means. But really good job on my queen. Sorry I didn't see it. Okay. We thought that might happen. Okay, in this case, if the knight jumps out, we'll take him either way. Okay, so my king is now being threatened. We could protect him like this. If either their bishop or their knight comes forward, we can take it. I feel like I'm like in absolute turtle stance right now. He's also not moved his queen. How embarrassing is this? How embarrassing is it that he's done all this with no queen or rooks? Oh, man. Oh, Aku, sorry. I missed some tips. Aku, number 1, thank you so much for the very generous tip of $10. At this ELO, hey, Crazy Man, good seeing you. At this ELO, make good moves and wait for them to blunders well. Never resign. A little bit of advice. So I probably shouldn't be reading these during the game. Like, I've lost. I'm okay reading it. But I think in the future, I need to not read tips. I do not want to get banned. Here's some advice. Before you do not move your queen to attack position, get your knights and bishop off a starting place. Okay, that makes sense for sure. Pardon me briefly. Again, thank you for the tip. It's hugely kind of you. And it really allows me to pay the bills and to give you streams like this one. Okay, that's not great. If either one jumps, I can then take it easily. Goodbye, rook. That's too bad. Hey, Spractal, thank you for the 500 bits for my meditation time. Yeah, so we've definitely lost now. Man, such a good like bit of pressure there. I should probably resign now instead of making him play it out. Yeah, I'll resign now. Thanks for a fun game. GG, and I hope I'll see you around. I don't know if resigning immediately makes us lose our chat room, so I'll wait a minute for him to, or a moment for him to say thank you also. Wow, that was really cool to see. That was really cool to see. I hope I can do it someday. I said before, I think I play overly defensively, but then the moment I say queen o'clock, I then move aggressively into let's yeah, I move aggressively into yeah, never mind. Nothing to say there. Alright. Hello, friends. Good seeing you all. Thank you for your kindness. Appreciate you. He's going for a fork on the rook. Yeah, maybe so. Oh, boy. Never resign below 1,000 elo. Okay. We see a number of oh no, OMG, oh no, ugh. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, that was a rough moment. Don't know what forks and pins are. I think someone explained it to me last week. I think forks are where you're attacking two positions simultaneously. They're advantageous. Is that right? I think I might be right. Pins, I assume, means it's a moment where you can't move the character without it, the piece, without it causing a big problem. I got forked twice. I mean, I feel like I've been forked pretty aggressively here. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know what to do about that, other than to say, whoops. Yeah, I mean, we can do the game review, but I'm not sure it'll actually help me get better. Like, I know the point at which I made a major, major mistake. So, was I ahead at any point? Like, did I make a good decision? So I was a little ahead, actually. I made some okay choices until the moment. That was an issue. Hey, General Ginyu, good to see you again, my friend. It's been a little bit. Sorry I'm not playing Civ anymore, I say every time I see you, but good seeing you. Don't hang queens in the future, thank you. That's very, very helpful, very helpful. Alright, I had 4 best moves, 1 mistake, and 1 profound blunder. Wow. So Hans had 4 best moves, 1 great move. So, is great better than best? And what's that mean? Like, how can you be better than best? My game rating 600, theirs is 1050. Also, something I want to indicate, that's crazily good. I mean, I wonder if they got the better ranking because I was so bad. Like, taking advantage of a hanging queen. Hey, you win. Good job. There's a certain ambiguity. A certain ambiguity in the ending of that game. So it's like, hey man, GG, I hope I see you again. They never said GG. They never said good job, well done. They said, I hope I see you again too. Does that mean they want to beat up on me again? I'm not going to read too much into it, but I think that may have been some bad manner response. There was no moment of good game, well played. Rough. Alright, regardless, let's do our review.
The Reti is a less common but flexible opening that controls the center with the knight before committing a pawn.
It's true. I do enjoy it. I'm gonna turn my music actually off so you can hear the nice lady more fully. Oh goodness. Sorry, I'm still a little bit emotional, I guess, over the earlier whoops, you screwed it all up resorty. So the Reti, I don't know. I just like the idea of moving the knight to the middle. Like, it feels really, really interesting to me because it does, like, protect the center in a way that makes it impossible, or at least difficult, for the opposition to move their middle pawns forward. Now, I don't know how common it is to move middle pawns forward. I haven't seen much of it because I just keep doing this. Chatting at all on chess websites is uncommon, even GLHF. Oh, so should I not be saying hello to people? I figured it was polite to greet the other person, to like establish like a human connection of, hey, I'm not a computer. You know, we have a nice talk here and hang out. But is that actually considered rude to greet people? If so, I'll stop doing it. I don't know. I try to be welcoming. All right. Yeah, you have your start here. So
A5 is a bad move that doesn't develop a piece or try to control the center in any way.
So they don't like this move forward. They called it someone's defense, I believe, but it's not a great response. Now, I wonder if that was because, hey, the middle is contested, the right area is contested, so let's go left and hope for the best, right from their perspective. Yeah, I don't know why they made that choice. Okay, whichever way, fine.
You want a pawn for free.
That's right. Now, this was not listed as a blunder on the opposition side, so I wonder why they moved that forward. Like, were they just trying to move the queen forward? Like, is that what that was all about? But they never actually moved the queen afterwards. So this is the correct call, but I think it doesn't actually matter in front of my like chess development.
You allowed the opponent to eventually win a pawn.
Okay, so I made the correct call here, I think, in exchanging a bishop and a knight for a bishop, something like that. Yeah, the the trade I made there, I feel good about. That said, video game said bad idea. That was not a good series of trades, and I don't know why that is. Now, this pawn is free. I see that this pawn is free. Okay. So what happened? That's not, it wouldn't actually be free. I would take a pawn, they would take a pawn. So they don't like that I develop my queen. I guess it's not a full development, it's just like she's going somewhere. It's protected by the knight and the queen. Oh! Oh, of course it is. Well, no. Wait. What did I do next? What was that? So is this saying, like, why did you move the queen forward? Like, it's only that... Oh! It's all protected by the queen here. Right, I think... I don't know. I don't know. Never mind. So, this was not a great choice. It wasn't the end of the world, though.
That move leaves your queen undefended and free to take.
Yeah, so... yeah, so the queen was here. I realized right away she was being attacked for here and here. If I went forward to here should be taken, here should be taken. I said very early, man, I should have backed up. Like, I said, okay, one possibility is to back up. But I was thinking about the earlier advice of it's really important for me to find a way to move forward. It's really important for me to find a way to have my queen be out there fighting. Hey, another tip from Aku. If you want a back seat in this portion and tip $10 a time, feel free every time. Nothing wrong with my knight to f3 earlier. Don't want the opening theory to get much stronger at chess. Focusing your pieces off the starting squares, knights and bishops, 2 pawn center, castle the king, then move the queen. Okay, I think I keep having the feeling of... Yeah, I keep having the feeling of, isn't it really important to get my strongest character out there, fighting out the way, holding the line, and so on? But maybe until we have a little more control, pushing my queen out is an absolute recipe for let's just lose the queen. So maybe the supporting cast must appear and sing their ensemble song before the queen comes forward and sings her aria. We're gonna have to think of this thing like an opera, or I will never do well.
Whatever happened to my song?
That's a lovely song from Spamalot, right? In which they have this absolutely amazing soprano character.
Yeah, that's probably sung 2 octaves higher.
Yeah, it's really impressive, her singing, and then she stops showing up very, very quickly, even though she is, like, perhaps the best singer in the entire show. Yeah, it's pretty funny stuff, yeah. But in this game, Noms, unfortunately, I decided to get aggressive with my queen and made a terrible, terrible, terrible choice. So the only safe choice in this case was, in fact, to back down. I suspect...
But you're like Tom Petty. You won't back down.
I don't know that song at all.
Oh, that's
Hope is
bad.
good. So if I have the queen back up one, I suspect it's then the case that they would have their knight, well, maybe not, the knight moving to here. Queen e3 was better. Queen e3. Yeah, I discussed going there. I don't know why I decided against it. I think because from here I said, oh, then I can attack the knight. I keep trying to think... like, what can I do from that place? And I always forget that the opposition gets to move also. So I think, oh, I'm here. I'm going to attack the knight now. Won't that be grand? But inevitably, they're going to move also.
Olaf-san, I appreciate your reference.
Remember, you now
Good
have that
one.
song stuck in your head. I love it. I love it. Yeah. So had I gone here, I prevent the knight from moving. Um, yeah, I guess the knight will go here. We'd get that. The knight could go here. We'd get that. Knight go here. We'd get that. The knight could only retreat to here or stand here and do nothing. Okay. 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 Got it. They wouldn't move because the move would threaten their king. Oh, yeah, very good eye. So it's not that I could take the king, the knight. It's instead that standing here means I'm attacking the king with one blocker. Ah, it's pinned to the king. Oh, so what pinning means is this cannot move without major consequence against it. Right? I got so stuck on when I attack, I'll lose my queen without really be attacking, pinning the king the whole time, or pinning the knight possibly. Okay, so had he gone here, we would taken the c4 pawn. Wait, c4. Oh, this way. Oh, I can
This
move here.
overlooks an opportunity to capture a vulnerable queen.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so this was the blunder.
This
I then
attacks the
stood
queen,
here for approximately
winning a
5
tempo when
minutes.
it moves away.
Approximately 5 minutes, trying to what on earth I'd done, like trying to pep talk myself. And so, well,
That move leaves your queen undefended
that was
and
the
free
end
to
of the
take.
game. Now, team, should I have resigned there? I mean, we got a nice tip saying don't resign ever, but I was so demoralized. Like, is the emotional side of chess important such that I should just say goodbye once I've lost my emotional edge?
Maybe you can think of it as, but I am wasting this person's time and ability to win another match.
But actually, I said that directly. Like I said, I am wasting their time now. I should go away. I am now actively. I love that we're exactly opposite here. We're like, yes, it's good to waste their time.
I try to pep you up.
Yeah, it's strange. They're only one blunder away from parity. This person was not making blunders. This person was like, after that, they had a best move. A move that was better than the chess computer, apparently.
Ooh,
This captures a free queen.
Oh.
right.
So why is this the best move? It's the obvious move. So that's all. I've got to overcome emotional aspects. So Ginyu, I agree with that. It's very, very good. I suspect though that any time I blunder a queen, especially, there are going to be some emotional responses, at least for a while. But at this point, the match was really over. They had another very strong move, but I was playing with despondency at this point. So yeah.
Maybe best move just means that was the strongest move in the game.
No, actually, sorry. And this is not best. This is great.
Ah.
So best is like the standard, what you should play, like according to what theory or the computer. Apparently, great means the computer had to think about it longer than the obvious move.
That's
so
interesting. I like the double question mark.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Exactly. Double question mark means you're a big old dum dum. Why'd you take that? Yeah. How much chess do you know, or Dums?
I know the moves.
Okay. Yeah. I think.
Like I know I know. I could sit down and play a game. I just would lose.
Yeah. I
It
think.
just take me a very long time.
Yeah, I think as I began here last week, that's basically where I was. I'm learning some things, but okay, got on to the next match. Nams, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
You heading out now to climb?
I am.
Have a great time. Do you have a
Thank you.
sense of approximately when you'll be getting home?
It usually takes me about 2 hours.
Okay, that's fine. Hang out, have a good time. I'll probably stream to 12:30 or
Yeah.
1.
And then I was thinking maybe we would like to go to Zoom Sushi.
Sure, Zoom Sushi into the iPhone store sounds good.
Yeah, it's
I
a
like
lot, but it's a lot of people. So you think about whether you actually want to do that. Okay.
I'll think about it. If we get to go to the card shop afterwards, all about it.
Anything for the card.
No. I think it's like a nice little reward to look forward to.
Okay.
Sweetie, love you a lot. Have fun. Nam versus Rory Chess Stream When. I don't want to introduce that kind of competitiveness in our household.
I'm very competitive.
Nams is incredibly competitive. And Nams does get kind of worked up sometimes in competition in a way I find very difficult for our relationship. Like, we're not going to break up over it, but it doesn't feel good for us in that moment.
Although you've seen me play games with other people, and I can keep it under wraps.
Yes, but I know it's happening underneath, especially when you think someone's been overly confident. You enjoy making fun of them in your head. So, no thank you. All good, all good. Noms, must get back to it. Love you, sweetie. See you later.
Bye, love you too. Bye.
Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. Don't trust the meta. The best part of those ones who destroy the meta. I don't know what meta means in this game, unless it means, like, let's randomly move our queen out. I am so far away from being even a competent player that we do not need to worry at all about, does Resorti know how to break the meta? Wait. My ELO went up. What? Wait, why did my ELO go up, team? It was showing as 400 now. So here it says 2-2, but at the bottom here it says Resorti 400. Oh, this is daily chess ELO. Okay, so this is the daily, and then the one in the history is my true. And it did indeed go down. Highest ever 3-7. No, that's not me. Highest ever 3-6-7, and then down, 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 down ever since. All right, very good. Very good, very good, very good. All right. Team, we have half an hour to the next ad break. We should get it done next half hour. Thanks again for all your support, all your friendship, all your hanging out. Time to ignore you again. I'm playing against someone in the Stone division. Stone apparently lower than Wood. So, hello. Hi. Good luck. Good luck. Smiley face. Okay. So, I like my opening. I'm going to try a different opening next game, we'll say. We'll see how it goes. Am I going to lose in the exact same way as last time? Is that the book move? If they attack the pawn, the bishop protects it. They're moving their queen out early, team. Apparently this is good for me. Oh, that's the king's knight. That possibly missed. Oh, that's fine. That is able to castle. Okay. I'm blocking my bishop. Gotta stop doing that. Because I want to step forward, then move the bishop out somewhat, but that's not the way to do it. So I probably should jump to, like, here or here instead. But knights stay in the middle. Knights do not go to the fence. Okay, so you're attacking my knight now. That's fine. You can go lots of places. He, she, it, they. What is the gender of the horse? Is there an accepted gender of knights in this game? Or should I stop trying to anthropomorphize my characters? So if you go here, you die. If you go here, you die. Oh, cool. Wait, when I hold it down, I can see all the positions. In this case, the knight's going to be going somewhere far away. So knight goes here, probably gets attacked. We're going to run away this time. I've ceded control of the board. That said, I could possibly get my bishop out more fully now. Weirdness. Okay. So, they're marching. O-wee-o, the old one. O-wee-o, the old one. So if we go here, we're attacking that pawn. The queen is not able to do anything right now. I feel like I'm squabbling in a way I don't enjoy. We're not developing, we're just squabbling. So the pawn can move forward and then would be lost from our pawns. The knight is safe here. They might move the queen forward to protect this. A pawn for knight's not good. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have just developed in the middle instead. But now, unless I jump 2... Wait, is there a way I can do this? Hello? There's no reason not to take this. This all feels very, very, very awkward. This position's safe. I'm wondering if I end up losing a knight at the end of this thing. If this pawn or this pawn steps forward, the knight's protected. I need to stop running away and take that bait. The knight is now protected. If they take my knight, they lose a queen. I will take that trade. This is a weird match, though. Okay. So now their bishop can take that knight. If I move my bishop here, we're attacking the queen. If the queen comes forward, we take it with a pawn. I'm not attacking this square, but we can do so, I guess, with a knight forward. Okay. I believe I take the queen. A queen for a bishop any day of the week. I believe that they've made the mistake that I made earlier, but I don't know. I'm sure I'm being tricked in some way. I'm sure it's wrong somehow. Okay. Okay. They did what I should have done last time. There you go. There you go. All right. As I'm playing chess, your Twitch front page is filled with chess streams. Yeah, definitely a moment where I know if you watch me play something, you get stuck watching other things too. Yeah. I wonder. I slaughtered a man. How do I feel? I mean, I don't know what I learned that time. That was a very, very strange development. Like, we all agreed that was very, very weird, where we didn't, either of us didn't really develop a middle. That player played, I think, really, really, really aggressively. He could have taken my rook. Could have taken my rook. We say he, who do you mean, unfortunately? I mean, the opponent, but I don't know. Don't assume I'm being tricked. They're low elo players. Unfortunately, I always assume that everyone is better than I am. So I don't know. You were a good sport, yes. Cool. Good game. Good game. You learn why you don't throw your queen out there. I mean, what a lovely pair of matches. On the one hand, we had the moment of, man, it sure is... man, it sure is bad to lose your... it still is bad. It sure is bad to lose your queen. And then on the other side, man, it sure is fun taking the other person's queen. I moved the pawn up instead of running away. That's true, Amrith. That's true. I had a moment where I said, oh no, the knight runs away, the knight runs away. But simply recognizing that you can protect instead of fleeing, I thought it was a good moment. I thought it was a nice moment to learn something. I like that. I captured a free pawn, but then wasted time running away. Was it possible to protect my... I've already used my one game review of the day, unfortunately, I think. Is that true? I mean, yeah. So it was a short match. I didn't have any terrible moves. Rating of 900 on that one. Cool. I'm not going to review, actually. I could have castled like movie didn't resign. One of these days we'll castle. One of these days we'll castle. And that's good. That's good. All right. I feel good about that one, obviously. Let's do another one. And another one. Yeah? Oh, time to run the ad break. Well, Wow, that's actually only 10 minutes long, wasn't it? I'm gonna go and run the ad break, so we have about an hour or so of no, no moments of, no moments of ad break during the match. Hey, another Aku tip. Aku. Your generosity is overflowing. I put too much water in my cup and it's getting everywhere. A new tip. You shouldn't move a piece multiple times in the opening unless you're going to win a piece like the pawn in the opening. Maybe the knight should have run back instead. Okay. That makes sense to me. So develop and hold. I think I like taking my horsey for a little trip around the field. Right? You don't get onto the horse and like ride forward 5 steps and then get off right away. But yeah, there are other horses to ride. There's a lovely cardinal here. He has a red hat. Let's go jump on his shoulders for a while. Thank you for the tips so much, Aku, and thank you sincerely for giving me help in a way that feels very affirming, which say it comes with money. All right, who's up next? Today we're improving. Dr. Chandra. Are they playing on a wooden board? Hello, Doctor. I have a rash for you to look at. LOL. Smiley face. Okay. I'm going to try a different opening. So I want to move you forward to free up the bishop. Good. I need to see if I can change my username. Hello? I'm not being tricked. This is called the Eglund Gambit. Okay, so they move their knight forward to the outside, going for a little perambulation inside the paddock. So I don't want to move my pieces twice. It's probably good to protect this if we can. I don't want to move my queen out. Yes, I do. So knight for bishop, again, equal trade, but I don't think I want it right now. So is there a way that I can move something forward to protect you? That would disrupt my castling attempt, though, so no. If I move my bishop to here, it's not being attacked. It is supporting the pawn. Yeah? Yeah, I think I like that move for right now. Now, next up, I'd like to find a way to protect that bishop. May not be possible. Hello. Okay. We could attack this pawn in a way it's unprotected except by the queen. And then if the queen comes forward, my queen responds. Or, wait, have I already moved? Okay. This is attacking a pawn, which is protecting my queen. Did they take something there? I don't think I had a piece there. I may have, though. I believe that this is a good move. No, there'd be an X if I took something correct. Why is it showing me the horsey? Oh, is this like the first time you move, maybe? That character? I keep saying character. That piece? Okay. You took... I don't know what... I'm struggling. Okay. I'm not seeing my own side correctly. It's going too fast for me right now. Okay. This is attacking my king. I don't like that. Unfortunate. So I can move my knight here. I almost said queen must sacrifice, but my knight here, I think is a good decision because we can then attack into it. This person feels like they're going very aggressively. Every move forward, like we're attacking, So if you go there, you lose your bishop. I don't mind that. You're attacking a pawn here, fine. Don't mind that at all. Whew. Whew. Okay, they moved their knight forward again. Okay, if I move this pawn forward, I don't see a problem with doing that. That's the move I want to take. However, I could also march buddies here forward for a pawn exchange. Not sure if good. However, I need to empty out the middle also. So if I go here, I lose my horse. I believe that means that this horsey friend is pinned. If we go here, though, we attack that. Well, I didn't actually mean to move yet, but that's what I did. Why'd I do that? I mean, I was talking through it, but I accidentally dropped it, so my poor little mouse finger. If we take that, you then take a pawn, and then you're in a position to take another pawn, but that means the rook is freed. Oh, wait, beyond that, I mean, yeah, it's the case that... Okay, so you just took the knight that was blocking that. The queen is safe, the king is under attack. If we go here, everything's fine. The queen is still protecting this spot. Okay. I'm still attacking their bishop. Okay. The knight moved forward. In that position, they're attacking nothing. I believe I take their bishop in exchange for a pawn, possibly. If their knight comes forward to here, I'm not attacking it. I think... I'm not sure if I'm like terribly attritioning everything. Also, the knight is now free. So the knight come out this way. So that actually broke my castling line. But I think it's okay I did that. I did it a while ago, didn't I? Oh, folks, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching me learn. I know for many of you, watching matches at this ELO is, entertaining in the same way that watching children in those giant sumo suits, like, run into each other is entertaining. Or, like, occasionally we might watch that once-a-year cheese wheel activity, where someone takes a wheel of cheese and throws down a giant hill, and the point is to catch the cheese. And so various very drunk people go lumbering down the hill attempting to catch the cheese and falling over and breaking arms and all the rest. And the people who are doing it, it feels fun, but the people who are watching, it is hilarious, I'm sure, and dangerous and foolish and all the rest. So how do I actually develop an attack here? We had a little, like, tit for tat consistently. Okay, so they ended up taking the pawn. So the exchange here just is pawn, or bishop for pawn. Okay. So they're now in a position where they're attacking this, but the rook's protecting that. I'd like to develop a knight or this pawn. You're attacking nothing currently. If I step back one, I'm attacking that knight, but I'm also in position to be attacked by their knight. So this is not a great position to go in. Okay. If I could just get you forward. So going here is an interesting bait moment for me. Like, will they rush forward and attack that, and then I can move the bishop back? Or is it better to go forward and attack here? Okay, and then we cover at least one of the retreat paths. I think all the action has been on my side of the board so far. I don't feel good about that. I feel like they're like picking apart my defense very, very quickly. Also, they've done a really good job of moving all of their pieces out of the back line, while mine are still clogging up the back line pretty poorly. As usual, I'm behind on time. I have plenty of time, of course, to keep talking, but we'll see what happens here. Oh no, they disconnected. Oh no. Oh no, friend, come back, please. We have minute 33 of waiting for Dr. Chandra. Oh no. Where are you from? Is that the Spanish flag, I believe? Yeah. Oh, Spanish internet. ¿Dónde está la interneta? La interneta no está aquí. La interneta está mal. Coffee's empty. Someone at the front door. I've got to answer this and sign for package. Back in a minute. Oh boy. Oh boy, timer. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. 30 seconds to go. I was gone for only like 40 seconds. Hey, Biff, how's it going? Push pawn e3. Unfortunately, I'm not reading chat during the games, but it's good to have you over on YouTube. YouTube viewers, you're real people also. We have 15 seconds, then I can read chat again. Also, got a package during a game. That's kind of fun. 10 seconds. Oh no, I feel so bad for this person. Oh, poor friend. Man, losing via internet problems feels terrible. Oh, Dr. Chandra, I'm sorry for that. Hey, everybody. Good seeing ya. Good seeing ya. Good seeing ya again. If you look at the opponent's name, it shows the taken pieces. Okay. Yeah, I saw like the knight appear. Unfortunately, I can't identify which pieces are taken in a moment. A win's a win. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, winning due to technical malfunction feels bad. Now, with that said, I do wonder if, like, you rage quit the window, if that shows as a disconnection. Or if, like, the person pulled the plug. I was well ahead. Okay, good. A really good game. Thank you. Yeah, it felt like I was in good position for, I mean, I don't know. It didn't feel like anything. It didn't feel like anything at all, other than... yeah, it felt overwhelming. It felt like because all the action was on my side of the board, how do I even say this? I was playing really reactively as opposed to proactively. And why do people keep throwing one of their pawns into my knight? Like, the past two matches, my knight's gone forward, and the opposition says, here is a pawn. I don't know. But getting piece side more opportunities to attack. Okay. If I push the notation, I can see what happened there. Okay. So one of the longest thinking. Right here was longest thinking. I gotta do game review first. Is it time for me to go ahead and pay some money? A nice tactical find this game. It's fun. What's that mean? Alright, here we go. Oh, I can do it again. Oh, I played a pawn forward this time. I didn't play my knight forward. Yeah, I don't understand why that happened. Why they moved the pawn out. For black, it might be better to sacrifice a piece, try to gain initiative. Okay. Hey, Akko, thank you for reviewing the games and helping me out on that. I really appreciate it a lot. Open with King Pawn is common. I mean, but is it common even if the white player has set up where you just have the king pawn taken immediately? I don't know how to think about like initiative and so on. These are words I know they mean in like, I don't know. In RPGs, more dexterity means more initiative. But also the question about the lovely French turn of en passant, however you say that word, and I know it means in passing, and I believe it's the case that, I believe it's the case that it means that if a pawn passes another pawn, the pawn is taken. Is that correct? So maybe there's a point at which I could have just like kept walking forward and taken a pawn. But I don't know. I could take a pawn en passant. Yeah, I'm aware of the phrase. I know that in the, like, what is it? Reddit.com are the chess memes, possibly. Yeah, there's a lot of like, what does en passant mean? Why has this happened? What is this weird French term in my game? Do we have a example of it? It's always very funny. Anyway, these are great. Like, moment of tension. The bishop moves forward. The queen can capture him. Isn't that funny? I think it's funny. Obviously. All right. So lots of funny chess memes. Definitely encouraged. The Ray Lepo opening. Murphy defense. Exchange Lukian variation. Chess.com says, good job what you've done. Anyway, great fun. All right. Let's get back to it again. Let's get back to our little chess. Oh, wrong button. Let's get back to our chess game. Good fun. So what happened after the last book move? Okay, so the question of why did the bishop come forward, apparently this substantial one. They're saying, would have been better to move forward this pawn. So moving forward this pawn would have threatened my bishop, and I have to then deal with that. Had I moved forward to take their pawn, then their queen could have gone ahead and taken my pawn, or my bishop, rather. So it would not be a good move. Hopefully I wouldn't have made it. Okay, cool. On we go. I made a great move. Okay, so they're not... Wait. I don't know what just happened there. Next here... Who knows? I pushed the advantage. They resigned. A little confusing. We'll learn it eventually. En passant. Thank you for helping with the pronunciation. Cool. A win is a win. We are up to 282 on our ELO. Also, I can't decide if I should keep my title as Behold negative ELO with all uppercase. Like, I know it's wrong, and I hope people come in and correct me on it, but at the same time, it feels a little mean-spirited to trick people that way. Maybe I should just change the correct word. Regardless, it's time for a quick ad break. I'm going to go and push the ad break button so we can play for a full hour with no ad breaks during the matches. If you want to hang out during the ad break, I'd appreciate it. Other side, definitely another game of rated chess. Maybe this time I'll end up against Magnus Carlsen. Obviously gonna happen. All right, 3-minute ad. There we go. And during the ad break, the rest of y'all will have to deal with me doing the crossword puzzle. So we get that out right here. Crossword puzzle right here. Hey, Olafson! Olafson, thank you for the 5 gift subs. My goodness, it's very generous of you. And, yeah, thank you a ton for that generosity. Are you enjoying watching the video game? Are you enjoying watching chess today? I hope so. It's a little bit of a weird thing with the channel. I'm not immediately good at it, which I tend to be with most strategy games. Not good, acceptable at it. So, yeah, I love it. You saved 5 people. Actually, saved 6 people. Reese Cups also saved 6 people having to watch ads. Very cool of you. All right, team, it's time for the once a week. Go as fast as we possibly can. To get through a crossword puzzle. Good luck and Godspeed to us all. Here we go. I lose. It's all over. Tarsier-like creature native to Madagascar. Not sure. The MB Mega. Built side of the Tree of Knowledge is Eden. Modelo Alternative with a Sun label. This is a beer, I know. I have no idea what it is, though. And I went to the down, and Word with Gold or Pop. Pop can't. I have no idea what they want there. Okay, regardless, motif is a theme. Pointed at bow and arrow is aimed. Moulin Blanc is Moulin Rouge. Competed in a cross-country meet is Ran. We're for Gold or Pop. Gold Star, Pop Star. Tony Morrison's from Ohio. And then the lemur there. Alright, I apologize for my tremendous struggle today. 1 full minute of solving instead of like 15 seconds. Yeah, if I don't immediately get either of the starting blocks, it's just not going to happen. So Modelo Sol has a sun. I could have figured it out via like Spanish sun just as Sol. I may have thought like Modelo Gold, like Aura, no idea. And then Gold Star, I just didn't get. All right, very good, very good. Next week we'll do better, I promise. I keep pushing the back to the game button. It's this one instead. All right, we got 40 seconds left till next match. Going into it feeling hopeful for a good match. I feel like today neither matches we played have been especially inspiring. The one I threw in my queen, the other they threw away their queen, and then the third one, it felt like they're just moving their pieces into the grinder pretty aggressively. But hope this next one's good to good all the way. All right, ad break is ending. Let's get back to it. Thanks for the generosity today, folks. The tips, the subscriptions, the conversation. The viewership at all is great. This person's in the Crystal division. So division above me. Hello. Hope you have fun. Okay. They have moved a pawn forward on the king side. So I think I just move a pawn forward in the middle. Standard opening is called the King's Finocchietto opening. Finocchietto. They then jam their king into my king. Fine. Unfortunately, I can't attack their king, or sorry, their pawn on my bishop. I can attack it with my knight, which I do want to move out anyway. And that their pawn is not currently protected. Sure. This might be me getting a little too aggressive. I might should be able to move some pawns forward instead, or the bishop out, but sure, why not? So this kind of forced them into needing to move forward something else. So queen is now protecting the pawn, and also attacking the knight. Both these things are happening. So I want to move my knight somewhere where it's not being attacked. Well, it's going home. Get back on your shelf. Into the stable you go. Cannot do that ever again. They moved their queen out early. I'm going to call that one good for me. That's impressive. I wonder if it was intentional where they're trying to bait out my my knight that way. Something to think about. So, gosh, they're now attacking this. If I move my pawn here, it protects, and also if they move forward and take this, it leads to a pawn taking the queen. If they move forward to attack the queen, whatever. If the queen moves forward to here, it's attacking my king, but we can go this way. Man, if they get the queen in and ruin my day, I mean, GG to them all the way. If they find a way to take my queen or my king immediately, I mean, GG, seriously. Okay, so their bishop comes flying forward, now attacking my my knight. If we go to here, we're attacking their queen. I will definitely make this trade. Is there a smarter move? Here, towards the middle, we're doing the exact same thing. And that is not being attacked. If the bishop comes forward all the way, my rook takes it. There's probably some in between that can do well, but I think I like that idea very much. Is this called an idea? I know they're like chess ideas. Or is the choice made not an idea, but a determination of the world? Cat. What a coward! Very good. Cat. If I move my pawn forward one, by that I mean my f6 pawn forward one, then if it's taken, the knight gets to consume. Or I was told earlier not to double move my pieces unless absolutely necessary. I've moved the knight 3 times, possibly not a great call, I'm not sure. So, I'd like to get the knight out of here, because he is blocking both the bishop and the queen's advance. Also, I did, unfortunately, once again, collapse the king's wall there. So, I don't want to do any more of that. I can have this pawn move forward super aggressively, and threaten their bishop. I can't have a knight do the same thing. Well, okay. Okay. Oh, I just gave away a pawn, didn't I? You fool! You fool! Alright, you want 2 of them? You want 2 pawns? We're doing pretty well until that moment, I believe. Yeah, definitely, I got overly aggressive. Wasn't that fun for a second? I think that was fun for a second. Then perhaps a little bit less so. If they take my bishop, I take their bishop. Is that a good exchange? I have no idea. Oh, that was unfortunate. I didn't like what I did there by any means. This allows me to... No, it doesn't. Never mind. I can't believe I did that. Can't believe I did that. Okay, so if we move our pawn here, we're attacking both these places. This is a fork, and it's called a fork. If they take with pawn, we take with knight, they take with queen or with bishop. We then take that also. Okay, so you go forward, you attack with pawn, we'll say. They move forward one or the other. I think I ultimately lose material by moving forward to here. Because ultimately the queen will do too much. I think. I'm not sure on that. It requires me to think forward too far. So for right now, let's stop putting things in the grinder in the middle and just develop peace. But things are not in great positions for that. If I move you forward, no one's attacking it. And I can then move you out of the way in a moment. Losing that pawn didn't feel great. Also, this person's moving in mere seconds. We're taking me a minute plus on many of these. Yeah, this might just be like familiarity with the game, being able to see things more quickly. So, h5 plus. They took a pawn? No. What's the plus mean? Oh, it means it's threatening my queen. Or sorry. It's threatening my king. That's what the plus means. Right. Check. I wish it would go, like, click. And then click more. It sounds weird to me. Okay. I like this move because it threatens the queen, and if she takes, we're fine. Maybe. If she attacks to here, we're fine. If she attacks to here, we're fine. So the queen should run away here, giving me, I don't know, pace? Is that what it's called? I'm running faster. Tempo? I think it's called tempo instead. You run away, you big old coward. Now, if they attack here, there's nothing I can do. So moving my bishop to here protects this pawn. And it begins giving space for the rook to move. or we continue the march of the pawns. So I've noticed my opposition is making very early checks, and I'm making literally no checks at all. And so I wonder if it's the case that I should begin being like more aggressive. So once again, I feel like the action is happening on my side of the board consistently. Okay, at this point, we can develop either our bishop or our knight from the queen side. Is there anything smarter to do? So in moving this pawn forward, they're now protecting these more. If I move my knight here, just gets consumed. Move here, no problems. No problems at all. And that also protects this pawn more. This again gives some space for our bishop to move out also. Okay. So the only piece that's been taken so far is one pawn that they have taken. For old me, I'm a little less sure. Okay. Their bishop went flying to here. Why did you do that? If I just take their bishop, we don't get punished, I'm fairly sure. Okay, so that oh man, that removed the protection that the pawn had from the queen. Unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate that. Ha! Okay. I was not thinking well. So if their queen moves forward to here... Wait, is that fine? So they can't actually take the king right now. That may have been... I think it may have been a mistake. Someone got greedy. Someone got greedy, but it's a bishop. I think for a bishop it might make sense. Okay. Is there a position the queen can get into this checkmate? If she goes there, king protects himself. No one's currently... Wait. I found it. I found the problem. The problem is, if the queen goes forward one, the king actually can't defend himself because then the bishop eats him. So rook to here is the good move. If you eat this, bishop comes down, we're off that space. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I wonder if bishop backwards would have been better, or bishop move would have been better. Ah! Someone took the bait. We'll see in the fullness of time if that made sense. Okay. So their queen moves over. What does that do? Why did they move their queen over? I don't know why you did that. What am I not seeing? What am I not seeing here? So on diagonals, I mean, it protects from being taken by my rook. I guess that's good. So this is a defensive move, I believe, is an offensive move, maybe. Okay. So you're kind of hanging out. If I move my knight out of the way, you then take my rook. Okay. I believe I want to develop more positively then. If I go to here, you take my rook. If you come forward, the bishop is under attack. That removes some pressure off of my king, but part of me is saying I should move my queen somewhere. Again, if this knight moves, it's the death of the rook. The rook can move freely, but there's no particular place it goes that's helpful. We could just move this pawn forward. I don't know what to do with the pawns. This is beyond my understanding. We've hit the point where I can't see what needs to happen, actually. Okay, if you move, then yum bishop. We don't want that. If we go here, we threaten the queen, but she just takes the rook. I'm considering just moving a pawn forward to eat a turn. This threatens their queen, but it gets consumed by a pawn almost immediately. I'm 10 minutes short of them. I'm talking too much. This is probably the wrong move, but here we go. I'm sorry, I'm wasting too much time. Okay. I believe she just took another pawn. I didn't see that could happen. So that's not great. Okay. It's not great at all. We could exchange queens here. My bishop. So I feel like right now what I have are throwaway moves. If you move forward, you're threatening the queen. If the queen takes the pawn, my queen comes flying out. Their queen is currently threatening Horsey Friend, so I believe it's a good move. I'm playing so defensively. I wonder if I'll ever be on the offensive side. I'd like to very, very much. I would love to be able to say, man, oh, I just made my knight free, didn't I? Ah! Yeah, my knight right in front of the queen is now free for the taking. No, it's not. My knight's protect my knight. We're okay. We're okay. Okay, you run away. You're in a position now where if you move to here, you're threatening my knight. If you move to here, you threaten my knight. Wait. Okay. Knight is protected. Knight is protected. Knight is... Stop thinking of that knight. Rook to here. They take with the knight. The knight's protecting this rook. I believe... I'm running out of time. I gotta go. Gotta go. Welcome to Speed Chess. I need to play like 4 hours per person, unfortunately. Is there any way I can get some like bonus time on the clock? And anyone can do that, please? Okay, so they've disengaged that. That's great. I want to put pressure on their bishop. This would do that. If move here, though, we could attack that way. That's no good. The pawn, no good. Horsey Friend can not really go anywhere. You're attacking only that pawn. Fine. I want to move this pawn forward, I guess. Or the bishop can go here. That does not help us at all. This bishop is unable to move also because the pawn's up in the way. This bishop can move to here, threatening their bishop. If their bishop is forward, it does not help us. This is safe, but I don't like moving on the outer edge. This is a little bait for the queen to take the rook, and then the horse takes the queen. Cat. This is I can take that bishop. So you're going to lose a piece here either way. That said, I understand that rooks cost more than bishops do. And so I don't know if it's a good move. I'm beyond the moment of good moves. I'm just doing things. Also, I need to be very careful I don't leave my king exposed or my queen. Queen moves to there. This is still protected. If queen comes down to here, then she has like free reign in the back end. Here protects nicely. Hello, pawn. A little unexpected that. All right, so there's no reason to do anything on this side anymore. I'm abandoning that. I can't move you. I can move you. This is still so awkward. If you come forward now, how does this play out? If you come forward now, the bishop under attack. The bishop comes forward. My queen, no, bad. No, bad. Queen to here. Here's some stuff. We need a panic move now. Oh, I wish I hadn't done this way. I think I ceded control of the center of the board. I don't know when that happened, but at some point things got really awkward. Cat. So the knight moved forward for the first time now. That knight is not threatening anything immediately. Free knight. That queen was protecting the rook. At this moment, the interesting. Okay, no more talking. So now this knight is protecting this also and threatening my queen simultaneously. We don't like that very much at all. I think the queen has to run away because the queen is too valuable. Queen goes here, she's taken. Queen goes here, she's taken. Queen goes here, she's threatening a bishop and is not being attacked. And maybe that's a good thing. I want to get this bishop in play so badly. I want to get this knight in play. I don't know how to develop rooks. I think that's like the big issue right now. I mean, there are lots of big issues. Let's not forget. There are a lot of big issues right now. I just want to stop looking at this part and find out what I can do. So if this knight, who's protecting only this knight right now, who is not being attacked, I think, moves to here, it's too complicated. I wanted to attack this spot. I thought a way to do so. I no longer see that, though. Ah, cat. Oh, it's my turn! It's my turn! It's my turn! I thought it was his turn still. Shoot, what'd you do? D4. D4. You moved a pawn forward. Fair. Pawn for pawn. Knight comes forward. Knight's threatened. Yes. If they take the pawn, the queen can go there without any retribution against her. I remember my turn. I wasted what? I was like 40 seconds there. That was so stupid of me. I need a big flasher that says, "Hey man, you're behind. Hey man, it's your turn." Okay. So having moved to d4, what does that free up for me? It makes my bishop able to go all the way to here, but if that happens, the knight just goes back and consumes it, which takes pressure off of here, but no problem. The rook is still too dicey to move forward. It might be time to just move a pawn forward next time. I understand, like, to be good at this game, I need to be able to think through what's happening here. Man, that is 10 minutes more than me. All right. Knight is attacking queen. Rook takes knight. Queen takes rook. No retribution at all, unfortunately. So queen is under a minute. Okay. If we just take the bishop, we lose the queen. If we go here, the queen is still under attack. The queen needs to move somewhere safe. This position is safe. Probably running away is better somehow. Should I offer a draw? I expect the draw will be refused because I have so little time. We both have our queen still. I'm up a bishop. They're up 2 pawns. They moved a pawn forward, so now protecting that. Fine. The queen's protected here. I like that. Bishop can't do a darn thing again. Rook forward to here. I love it. I want to say if I had more time, I could have worked this thing out, but I'm just too slow. I'm just far too slow. And they're moving in mere seconds sometimes, where I'm spending, 3.5 minutes on that move. It's probably a blunder anyway. Can't need to pre-think. I have no idea what they're going to do. So for right now, because the rook took that, this is now a free pawn, I believe. If we go there, the knight will no longer be protecting. We have to see what's happening, where they move first. So we would then want to move this pawn forward also. I want to develop my knight so badly. I've got to watch the crosses. So if you go here, my king under attack then. Oh. We'll see. It might make sense. Okay, rook moved there. Rook's attacking nothing right now other than that, which we taken there. King in the way. So it's a free rook. That could take it. I don't know. Not safe. Not safe. Attacking. We lose rook for a knight. No. No. Wait, is there a way I can force him to like move into the rook? Sorry. Timeout. Yeah. Sorry, team. I say good game. Hey, good game. I was just too slow. I was just too slow. Hey, Aku. Thank you for the very generous $10 tip. I appreciate it so much. Okay. I'm a new player, but I think as a new player, I need to make more like blunder mistakes instead of trying to find the best move each time. I think finding the best move each time is leading me to, in that case, to timeout. I just want to see everything. I just want to think. But it's leading me to just dithering, I think is the word for it. I remember watching a Magic the Gathering streamer some years back who would get so mad. My opponent's dithering. They're dithering. I don't know. I'm going to read the tip in a second. I'm talking out my feelings first, and then I'll read the tip, I promise. I'll promise I'll go ahead and do so. Give me just a second to... I'll read the tip in just a moment here. I just need to like express what I'm feeling. It's been like kind of held in there for a while, so... Okay. Thank you for the tip, Akko. I appreciate it. $10 tip, super kind. Before you go to the analysis, look at move 20. When white move knight to c3, there's a mate in 2. Okay, I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, I just need to talk through feelings first often. I won't go to the analysis, don't worry. I'm just gonna, in 1 second more. I'm gonna refill my water glass. I'll pause in a moment. Either feel my feelings or repress my feelings. If I don't get them out, number one, it's not a resorty stream, but also it's, it's gonna hurt eventually. Give me just 10 seconds. I'll be right back. Oh, goodness. Oh, man. Whew. Okay, we're good. So I think it's the case that I'm not especially good at looking for checks. Like I find myself like reacting to what seems like the immediate issue instead of saying, "Oh, maybe I can play it out a little bit more." Maybe like because again, I think it's the case that until the very very end there, I was consistently on my side of the board. I haven't had like giant attacks yet. Ignoring the time, how do I think I played for my opponent? I mean, I see the bar on the left here. I see the bar which says I'm doing very, very, very well. I don't know what -9 means. Is -10 the best possibly? So I guess I played pretty well according to the computer. Like I said, I feel like I'm playing a very defensive game every single time. And so because of that, I think that like I'm on the back heel all the way through. And so I don't know. I was up 9.4 pawns. That means 9.4 pawns. That's fun. Yes. When I think of like, I don't know, like boxing maybe, fisticuffs that way. I sort of feel like, oh no, I haven't made any punches, right? I'm hanging back, dodging, but not ever offering that uppercut to suggest that I'm going to win. Like, if this were like a judge match, the judges would say, too defensive, big loser, maybe. Okay, so before the game review, we're going to look at move 20 when white moved. White is the opposition, moved to c3. Okay, so big old black, -M2. Aku's suggesting there's mate in 2 moves here. So I kept noticing that my my bishop had just been hanging out here. Every time I considered moving my bishop down the line, I kept saying, okay, there's no place to move that doesn't leave the bishop being taken immediately. Only now am I feeling, oh, what that actually does is make it so the king is unable to move here without being taken immediately. I never had that realization mid-match. And so if we can attack the king from this spot and only the king can respond, that feels like a really good thing. But maybe that's not the correct line. My queen could move to here and get taken by a pawn. So I don't think either of those are exactly right. So easily I can get the king onto this pawn, this spot. I don't see it. Okay. But there's a mate in 2 apparently. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it eventually, team. Don't you worry. Okay. I was, like, I'd given up on what happened here. What is the move I actually made? So what I actually did was shift the queen to that position. Why did I do that? I may have said at this point, free knight. So what I was thinking, and this is the wrong thought, what I was thinking was if my queen goes here and they don't move the knight, then I can take the knight with the queen and there's no possible retribution. I guess that would have also set up. Is that it? So queen went to here. That's the move I made. That's bad. But then, like, they moved the knight away wherever they went. Okay. They attacked instead. I should have still gone to here. No. That's a blunder, apparently. Wait, why is that a blunder? That's something's much better. They get a move of some sort. What I was thinking is, whatever they do now, I can then step my queen to here and winner chicken dinner. But I'm missing something. What am I missing right now? What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing that if I go here, it leads to their knight taking my knight. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So back to, they move their knight here. I'm really stuck on, I need to get the king moved to this spot. Maybe that's the wrong way to think about it. So the queen could move to here. Oh! Oh! Okay. It's not a checkmate, but it is a check. Ah! 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 Yeah, I see that the king can't hit the queen because the rook's here. Yeah, I see that. Finish the mate. I'll see if I can do it. So, you have to retreat to this spot in particular. The queen then goes to here. The king can't move forward. Can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go there. This is a checkmate, correct? The king can't go to any of these locations. And if they go to here, can anyone attack the queen here? No. This is checkmate, right? I think it's checkmate. Hey, Aku, thank you for noticing. On the notation, it shows the mate. I see. So the hashtag there, the hash means it's a mate. Or pound. What do we call this one? Do we call this pound? Or do we call this check? Or do we call this hash? Or do we call it? Or just checkmate. Aku, thank you for noticing I was so close. Thank you for noticing I was so close to a victory there. Why didn't I notice that? I think part of it is like I identified a move here that forced them to doing something. Like they forced them to figure it out. That's what came to mind first. Yeah, I think I got tunnel vision right here. Like, oh gosh, this is where the action is. Panic was setting in. I was running out of time already. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely an element of this game that I didn't like exactly. Aku, thank you for supporting me so much. I looked it up but didn't know if the rook protect the queen. Okay, so I said, the king just takes the queen. What a waste of a turn. That's exactly what I said. Thank you for remembering that. Like, Aku, you're paying such, like, many of you are paying such close attention. But Aku, I want to say, thank you in particular. I mean, the tips help, of course. But also thank you in particular for, like, finding a really generous way to help me through this one. So, yeah. I think that I never actually, well, maybe I did. I think I may have mentioned previously, like, the rook is, I think over and over again, I said, okay, the rook can go here and die. The rook can go here and die. The rook can hang out here, but what's the point? The rook can go here and die. And so I think at every moment, I had a point of what's the point in moving the rook? I don't know how to develop rooks. Murr. This is still true. I do not know how to develop rooks at all. And so I'll need to work on it at some point. Oh, cool team. Cool. There's a second mate from the same position. Oh, is there Thorn? The second mate from the same position? I feel good that I found one of them. Second mate. Is this it? Possibly? Where's the mate? That's not it. Mate in one. What is being protected here? So Derek gets eaten. No, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. What am I missing? So, there's no one helping here. Okay, so my rook comes forward then. And then we attack from here, yeah? Oh, they get to move. There's no way for them to deal with that. So they probably want to like put some chaff in front of the king. Or the king can be attacked. The king either needs to move or needs to deal with that or block that. You can't block that in any meaningful sense. So you need to move to... Oh, is that mate? That's mate! There's so many things this could have gone, isn't it? Yeah, I don't see mates. Like, as you're seeing here, I'm like, how do we got this one? What's going on? And I'm just not noticing. I'm like, they can keep playing too. I understand what a mate is. Like, I get that. I think the trouble I often have is I think about taking the king as opposed to pinning the king, right? The pinning the king is perhaps the more important thing for me, and that is probably not great that I don't see that yet. But do more chess puzzles. You want chess puzzle stream? Oh, I get embarrassed in chess puzzles though, because I make the wrong decision over and over again. Oh boy. Is there like novice chess puzzles? That's what I need, like novice chess puzzles. The threat is worse than execution. Possibly I get that. Team, we have like 17 minutes left. I just did a chess puzzle. I agree I did. I agree it's a chess puzzle here. Those of you who notice those things, it's amazing. You get three free per day? Okay. And I only have 17 minutes left till I gotta go on the Saturday stream. Puzzle Rush is fun. Is it timed then? Puzzle Rush? Solve puzzles in time and survival mode. I don't know. You do untimed, okay. Survival. Bobby Fischer Teaches Chess, a great book for my level. Hey, Jukebox, it's good seeing you again. Thank you for coming back a second week in a row. I don't know if you're hugely into any other game I play, but we are doing Saturday chess at least for a while. Good seeing you, Jukebox, seriously. Yeah. I haven't decided yet if I want to be a chess guy, which is to say, like, reading books and doing daily puzzles and all the rest. But if I'm going to show up on Saturdays and do this, I'll probably do a little bit more preparation. We'll try survival and see what happens. What's the leaderboard? I have no friends. Oh, speaking of which, I have a 1 here. I have a message. Hello? Who's writing me email? Hi, Resort. I got an email from the bot? I thought I had friends. No friends here. Alright, let's try the Puzzle Rush and see. Oh, wait. Or, I can go up to Wood 2. Let's just do the Wood 2 here. Alright. A puzzle says you have 1 or 2 moves. I'll help you on the first one. So move the queen forward. Oop! Solved. You solved the puzzle. A hard puzzle with speed, apparently. Hooray! Good job, Zach, for being a 10,000 puzzle person. I am now Wood 2. Aku, you've given more than enough tips today for me to, like, fund the chess.com subscription for a few months. Aku, do you want me to get chess.com subscription? If so, I'll go ahead and do so right now. For your birthday, right? Aku's birthday is tomorrow, and Aku's been so generous with me, I'll be ready to subscribe if you want me to. Think about checkmate. So you're stuck in the corner here. So ideally, if I can get someone to cause big pressure, that'd be great. The rook is predicting that also. So, why is this highlighted already? Oh, I'm black. Maybe the first step in the puzzle is, who am I? Oh, it moved. This means it moved. Got it. Benefits for premium chess is not worth it at my level. So, Aku, what are the benefits that would help me the most? Like, sorry. What level of ability do I need to take advantage of chess.com? I kind of prefer chess.com over to LI Chess just because other people on stream are using chess.com. Okay, so I am the black side. As of right now, you are not threatening my king. My king could just take this. So I think if I were a naive player in this situation, I would just take the rook. And get eaten by a horse. Never mind. Okay, so if we move the bishop to here, the bishop is then, like, threatening this spot. That would be cool. Then you have to put pressure on the spot. So I think that's a good idea. Well, that's wrong, you fool! Alright, very good. So how do I... If I put this rook here, that's actually fine, because I have a rook defense. I think I keep failing to notice that my rook's in the bottom line. So that's what it is. Okay, we found it. And puzzles think checks captures threats. Okay. I think I often, like, in the main game, think, like, threats first. I think I'm always thinking, how am I being attacked when the main game? But checks captures threats. Cool. So I think that way when I'm playing the main game also, they're a puzzle. Keep it going. Does this require me to put my credit card information in, or I get like 7 real days for free? Okay. Free trial, but X amount after days. Does this cost money right now? I suspect it does. Yeah, it does, unfortunately. All right. So we got our 3 starting ones. Let's do a quick little puzzle rush. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. It's not survival, we're fine. So, what's the order again? Checks, captures, threats. The king is there. I go here. The queen comes backwards. Oh. Apparently it was checkmate. Fair. So in this case, I'm playing on the white side. If we just go here, cool. Cool. So we're getting very, very easy ones. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so their king retreated. If my queen goes to here, that's the wrong move, you dum-dum. Okay, fine. If we step forward, the king eats that. We step forward, the king eats that. I'm the white side. All right, fine. Ignore me, please. Please ignore me. We just go here. Have any of you ever had this experience, or just like a novel learning on the computer experience? Because when you're playing in front of an actual chessboard, it's obvious which side you are. Some of you have had this one also. You're white, you're white. Oh my goodness. You play every game trying to move your opponent's pieces first. It's true. Alright. This time, we are on the black side. Hey! Okay. We're playing on the black side. Is this again just like step forward? Okay, cool. They like that move. If we hammer on through, fine. We just keep hammering on through forever. Pronounce checkmate. Good job, good job, good job. Good job. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're playing on the... We're black. See, I think this is what it is. I think I often look and say, the closest piece to my side is a white piece, so I'm the white side. I think just seeing here black to move helps quite a bit. Cat. This doesn't necessarily take me to checkmate. I think I struggle quite a bit with... I struggle quite a bit with... everything, never mind. So we have to capture this thing. If we just step forward again... I'm not sure what to do. I'm the white side. So is this like see where horsey goes? So horsey goes in no helpful position. Rook friend. Okay. If we go here, they block. Cool. Cool. These are quite easy right now. I'm treating it much harder soon. So check's number one. That's a check, but it's threatened by the white knight there. White knight's causing problems. Here, though, is good because the knight was protecting the queen there. Good. Okay, I'm the black side. So if the queen takes this... then just takes the queen. That's not useful. If the bishop goes to here, that's wrong. I wish it would show me a moment what I just did. It's too bad. What I was in... Never mind. I can't. I need to talk more full. Wait, can I go back? That's back a step. Sorry. I need to talk more fully before I do anything. Cat. There's a lot going on in this one. I do not think it's going to be an immediate solve. So, I'm the white side. If my knight goes forward and takes the pawn on f7, then it just gets consumed by the rook or by the king. If my bishop goes forward and takes the pawn, it gets consumed by the king with no response. I pushed the X seat again. Thank you. Got it. We go again. Black to move. So what I did was bishop to here, thinking that the king would come forward. Oh, the king is not being attacked. Okay, so what I was thinking was bishop goes here. They move away, or something happens, because no one's being attacked here but the rook. And I was thinking the queen would cause some problems. The mistake there, though, is if I move my bishop here, it's actually not attacking the king. This, though, is... There we go. There we go. Okay. I just went the other direction I should have. I think, like, remembering that the queen attacks in all directions, where the bishop only attacks in, like, 2 directions, 4 directions, makes a lot more sense. Let's grab the wrong piece here to think about it. All right, cool. So that was actually not a hard one. It's just I'm having problems. All right, this one, though, man, there's a lot going on here. So I don't believe it's possible to check in 1 from here. Okay. So check capture. We can capture this and get punished for it. That's all the captures. Threats. I don't like this king. Shoot, wrong button. I need to sort of like confirm, did you mean to do what you just did there, kind of thing. Okay. My queen is hanging back. Maybe that's good. So as of right now, their queen could take my knight. If that happens, it's then threatening my king. Okay. This would protect my knight, but I don't know if I should play that way. Look at the bishop move. Bishop move. Okay. Again, all the way in, it's threatening the king. The king just steps out then. But nothing is threatening immediately. So what happens if we take it? Okay. That's what we thought would happen. Yeah, I guess constructing the... Yeah, I think what I struggle with is I can't yet fully construct what happens next. And especially for the chess puzzles, where it just says, wrong, you lose. I don't want to do things that don't lead immediately to the outcome. What's the prize after moving the bishop? The king's out of position now. Oh, we can take the queen. Ah. So it's not exactly clear to me what the goal of the puzzle is sometimes. I wish it were a little clearer sometimes. But I see now. I see. Okay. So I wasn't supposed to be looking for like check into checkmate. I was supposed to be looking like check into take something important there. I see. It's meant to be like that? Okay. Okay. Cool. So white to move here. I'm guessing it's 3 strikes and you're out. So 1 more strike right now. Okay. So can I check? I can. Wrong, you dum-dum. No, okay. If I didn't play again, I may have made it impossible to get back that one. I got 5 in a row right. 5 in a row is not half bad. Can I see my history there? No. Possibly? No. Okay, well, we lost there. Alright. Let's go and do 1 more set of puzzles, and then I'll need to bounce. If I click puzzles, it helps. Stats. Does that help a little bit? Oh, you're doing so well. Boom, you fool. Okay, where is... I see stats on Puzzle Rush. I'm online. I've been looked at. Can I change my username? I doubt I can. But, hi, I'm a streamer, twitch.tv/Resorty. We have fun. Come join. That's all we can do. Hi, I'm a streamer, twitch.tv/Resorty. We have fun. Cool, looks good. Looks good. I can go to LHS if I want more puzzles. Possibly. Let's do one more set, and I'll talk more slowly this time. Oh no! Have to do premium. Alright, team. I think we're gonna say we're done for now then. I've been a fun time. It was a really good time for me. We played... What did we play today? What did we actually do today? And I believe we had a bunch of losses, but productive losses possibly. Okay, so here's today's matches. Number 1, I blundered a queen in a way I thought was so good. It was gonna be beautiful. I found a way to save my queen from a really rough spot, and in the process just gave her away. Whoops, that felt bad. Number 2, surprisingly just the opposite happened. Matrish here offered their queen for free. Fine. Dr. Chandra, I believe we played very, very well against, though I was struggling throughout. And then, quite quickly the opposition disconnected after made a good move. So either their internet dropped, which I want to believe, or perhaps instead they rage quit. And then against this one, I ran out of time. My accuracy was not very good, but I felt like fairly strong. And we did have a mate in 2 I just didn't see. So I would say it's a good day overall. That's nice. We began the day at 202 or 222, and we got 251. Is that right? Is that where our Elo is? Our good old Elo. Let's just see myself, please. I guess this is my real score here. So 251, number goes up. That's great. Team, sincerely, thank you so much. I'll be back next week with more of the same. Thank you again for the generous tips and gift subs. I'm loving that some of you are loving this kind of stream so much. It makes me very, very, very happy to be learning something that many of you care about. And yeah, I mean, as I said before, I was terrified about this game because I had such a bad experience as a youngster. And man, we're learning. And I'm currently in the middle of a book that I'm enjoying very much, but maybe after I'll try the Bobby Fischer book. And thank you for the recommendation on that one, sincerely. Have I tried Shogi? It's been recommended every single time that I've played chess so far, and I don't know why that is. I mean, I guess it's similar to, when I'm playing a game like, I don't know, I'm playing a Paradox game, people come in and say, hey, Resorty, have you tried this strategy game? So no, I've not tried Shogi at all. And I don't think I want to learn 2 games at once, but thanks for asking. Anyway, folks, goodbye, take care, see you on Monday, tomorrow's my day off, or may see you next Saturday. Either way, appreciate you a lot. Goodbye for now, friends. Goodbye.